You wonder. Oh, my camera's not on. Hello, you wonderful, beautiful people. I
Hello.
take care of. My brain broke, but I'm okay. I'm back now. So good evening. I was wondering because I saw that you guys went on while I was getting ready, and I was wondering what you guys were going to do. And then I came in and I jumped in just in time for you guys to see that you guys have machinations, and that is interesting. Um,
We are
Roll
roll
for
for roll.
ball.
yes. To our viewers, I apologize for the delay. Thank you very much for your patience. Those of you that are here, you beautiful, wonderful people. Now, since I am in fact 15 minutes late with Starbucks, my question is, what have you guys done? Have you introduced your characters, or what is there to be done for the intros?
No, we just decided we would talk about plans.
Yeah, we just assumed everybody knew what was going on.
Yeah, we're
That's
just,
true.
we're just gonna start talking about what we're gonna fuck up. That's all we decided to do. And we're like, oh, does anybody know who we are? Oh well.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I don't see the chat. Oh, here it is.
If you don't
I
know
Um,
who
think
we
Ben
are
should
by now.
introduce each of us.
I'm gonna
Oh, I
introduce each
know.
of you. I'm gonna
Yeah. And then
introduce each of you.
answer our
Main character.
questions.
Uh, yes. Okay. Um,
Just kidding.
I
I'm
will
sorry.
introduce. No, I'll introduce you guys.
Speak in our
Hi.
voice.
Uh, mm, I don't even do my own voices. Um, hello.
Incompetence,
Hi.
thanks very much for the subscription.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hello everybody. Welcome. We are Roll for Bowl, uh, I would say a positive, wholesome D&D stream full of malarkey and violence. Um, I am your dungeon master, Ben Competence. These are our Dragonlords. They can say hi, Dragonlords, if they wish.
Hi, Dragon Lord. You guys aren't joining in with me anymore. Hello, Dragon Lords.
Bonjour. So I'm a DM, and I'm going to speed through introductions because we've had a little while for you guys all to set up. So let me jump in. Our heroes are the heroes of prophecy in an adventure inspired by Greek mythology. These four have been prophesied to prevent war against Titans that want to destroy the continent of Thylia. Their adventures have led them to the Forbidden Library, an island populated entirely by worshippers of the Titans, not their friends at all. They have been fighting here to get deeper and deeper, and they've made a lot of headway into the library, but now resources run low, spell slots run low, and they've taken care of most of the big threats, but not all of them, and they are in a precarious enough position that anything can go wrong. I will introduce them all rapidly. I don't know how to do your guys' voices.
Fight.
This is we have Callista. Ali, say hi. This is Callista, our
Hi.
satyr bard, storyteller, lover, and in a polyamorous relationship with a himbo minotaur and a goddess of music. We have Euphemian, also Cleon, also Damaso, a man of many tricks and much intelligence and many identities. Uh, I think sometimes the de facto leader of the group. It depends on who you guys are talking to. Um, a a man with not one but two complicated daddy issue storylines. Um, we have Tammy playing Kiki or Kiana coming in second place with only two identities. Um, Demigoddess Triton Barbarian, warrior, and pretty much breaker of Gaius and a lot of our enemies. The daughter of Pythor, the god of war. And then we have Crayorin, definitely first place in the worst category, the most canonical deaths in the campaign. Wood Elf Monk, with ties to the criminal underworld, who's becoming less cynical by the day, and kind of in their own way, a curmudgeonly heart of the group, I suppose. Um, but these are,
Appropriate.
yes. Fatima, you did make it in time because I did not. Welcome.
We waited for you.
I
Woohoo.
think that covers intros and enough we have to jump in. did any of you guys have anything you want to discuss? And also, if you guys want to go after we're a little after 10 this session tonight, I'd be okay with that. But if any, raise your hand if you're ready to go, and if you have anything to say, speak now.
Or forever
Okay.
hold your peace. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. So,
You may kiss the bride.
honey, they said I can kiss you.
My
Um,
wit.
So what was I gonna say? We're gonna put on the ominous music.
Uh-oh.
The
Oh no, 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 no.
the heroes are in the barracks in the quarters to the right, to the east on the island. Commander Guys tried to call for backup from his beloved dragon that he seems to be enamored with, but that did not take. Right now things are calm, but it is very clearly the eye of the storm. And to that end, I do not have any foes or dangers to present you with at this moment. You are gathered with your allies Bulbug, who is exhausted, a veteran warrior who seems to have been on many adventures and is on yet one more, and a very confused mage whose mind has been addled by the suffering he's had here and is not entirely to be trusted. Your enemies are unconscious. You guys are in this room. What would you like to do?
Well, I think we've sort of come up with a bit of a plan live on stream.
Oh, okay. So the audience knows it before I do. This is great.
Yeah, this is a bit of
Yeah.
an interesting twist. So
This is
what
good.
we're going to do is we'd like to go over to the other room, the
Hmm.
one with all of the columns here.
Okay.
Let me just bring me over there, down that way. And the first thing that we're going to want to do is try to clear out some of these columns.
That's what I heard. When I came on the stream, I heard you guys talking about breaking columns, and I'm like, I misheard them.
No, you didn't.
Destruction of property.
Okay, so I'll just say, without really myself knowing what's going on, if you're presenting this plan to the group, Bulbug's immediate reaction is gonna be like, "All right," and just like flex his muscles and get ready. He trusts Euphemian's brain, and if Euphemian's brain needs Bulbug's muscle, I mean, he just grabbed his axe and looks to you for like the signal, like, "Are we doing this?"
From what I can tell, this is not going to bring the ceiling down on us, is it?
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Let me make sure I'm not making a bunch of dice noises. Investigation. 21.
Oh, yes.
Let me think. I would say, it wouldn't like kill you guys. It could possibly collapse a lot of the area. I think you're trying to block the entrance. It would probably, it would do that. It would collapse a lot of the ceiling. It wouldn't necessarily like bring down the entire building on you guys. So you could do this and create a lot of rubble and obstacles if you wanted to.
Okay. Yeah, so that's basically what we want to do. Take out the 6 southmost columns.
Okay.
And let me just
Bulbug's
bring
gonna get the great axe here.
battle map.
Did you want to? Are you asking him to do it, or did you want to?
Yeah, if Bulbug's there for it, then yeah, we might as well.
Yeah. Kiki and Cray will help out, but
Yeah.
Crayle wants to check out if this is like a bathroom or something.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll check that. Oh, you want to check that first or later?
No, later. I mean,
Okay.
we have time, but
Okay.
I'm gonna go over here and start. Oh, I can't go through the. Oh, that's right. I can't go. I have to go through the actual doors. Ugh.
I'm
Right.
sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna help Bulbug. I'm like, hey, are we punching
Hello.
stuff?
Yeah, we are.
All right, let's do it, buddy.
He's gonna be, hey, Kiana, we're breaking things. Get in here.
Oh my god, yes, yes.
And he looks at the column and just sizes it up. I'm gonna roll for him to just get a feel for how. Both of you guys can just roll to see if you hit a crit. It's gonna hit no matter what. This is just a 1 in 20 chance to see if you crit, and then roll your damage. And we're just you're not gonna fail. We're just sort of seeing how long it takes and how.
So just a
And if there are
D20
any other
or like our attack roll? Sorry.
Roll your attack roll, yeah.
Okay.
That's a 25.
Wonderful. Just roll your damage.
19.
Roll your damage.
Damage.
12.
Mm-hmm.
And then mine is 17, and I'm assuming I'm not raging anymore,
You're not
so
raging
just
anymore.
17.
Good lord. Okay. So the order of damage was Crayorin, Kiki, and Bulbug, but all of you did something respectable. Jen, do you want to describe how you're breaking a pillar here?
Well, I'd imagine that it would look similar to what he would be training on with his monk garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just pretended it would be like that, but I don't know, with like Lutheria's face on it in his mind or something.
That's fantastic. Just letting
Yep.
out that rage.
Yep.
Kiki, do you want to describe breaking the pillar? Or just
Do I go before Bulbug?
yeah. You got a 17. He got a 19 as far as damage. Or he got an 18.
Okay.
18. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was gonna say I can try and see if I can kind of show him up, but now I'll just go ahead and take a good swing at it.
All right, excellent. So you take a swing at it. You take a swing. Your axe strikes and breaks it, and he looks at you and he just goes, huh. And he like nods at you with respect, and then just swings and breaks into it too. What was that? Oh,
No,
someone. I think your phone's picking
sorry.
up. No problem.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? The over time, you guys break these pillars. It'll take you a little bit. I'd say around a minute, but I'm not gonna like hold that against you. But in time, as the damage is as you're letting loose the damage, and these are cracking and falling. Is there anything anybody else wants to do last second before I get into describing that wreckage?
Could we have asked Callista to like tie up Commander Gaius while we're doing this?
Yeah. Happy to help.
Absolutely. So Callista, I want you to roll a survival check then.
Okay. Survival. Okay.
And what about you, Euphemian? Anything else? Or you just...
Yeah, I was gonna go decapitate Commander Gaius.
Oh,
well, that, if you cut off his head, I'll give her advantage on the survival check. Do you want to do that? Do you want to do coup de grace?
Yeah, I think I will. Unless
all right.
Callista specifically stops me, I'll take my dagger
Absolutely
out.
not.
All right. Wow.
You start taking some rope.
So
Here,
yeah,
let me save you the trouble.
Callista's got Callista's tying, getting ready to tie his hands together against the rope and everything, and Euphemia just comes over with the dagger. Do you want to describe this, or do you want to just say that you do it? Do you want to just fast forward to some red and dead?
Yeah, well, I think it'll be, very matter of fact. Just we can't deal with the consequences of him waking up at the moment, so I just sort of step over him and say, I'm sorry, and hack through.
And as you cut his head and the cacophony of damage and chaos in the other room, there's a loud crash. Bulbug's gonna try to instinctively pick up both of you and carry you out of the room as it starts to collapse, unless there's any opposition to that.
Nope.
But yeah, Kiki, is that okay with you?
Huh?
Yeah. So like, you guys hear this
doesn't
crash.
happen often. She's enjoying this.
You guys,
Ray's just like the cat when you pick him up at the scruff of the neck. He's just like
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say like Euphemian and Cliff, you hear this crashing sound, and then Bulbug comes in, just like holding Krarin like by the back of the tunic, not that it was the back of the tunic, and then just like carrying like Kiki and just setting them both down as there's like this giant crash. He goes, "All right, I think we did it. We're trying to wreck everything in there, right?" I probably should have asked why we were doing that first.
Is there enough
We don't.
room for me to cast my hut in that room now?
How big is the hut?
10-foot radius.
Let me see. Yeah, absolutely. Let me put this here as a. Is that not showing up for you guys?
Yep.
Okay.
Orange.
And we're gonna put that there. And yeah, if you want to put the Leomund's tiny hut there, and collapse it there. You hear a lot of shouting and a lot of confusion on the other side, in the distance, because there's nobody really near to where you are right now. But at this point, people have kind of figured out that there's something going on. So you cast Leomund's tiny hut, and you, I assume you're just going to try and rest in here for an hour?
I'm going to cast it at as a ritual, and I'm going to cast it with my fast ritual ability.
Okay. And I don't fully understand what that means, except that you're going to go hella fast.
Yeah, basically, I can go through and I can cast it at its regular time without spending the extra 10 minutes for casting as a ritual.
Okay.
And so while we're in there, I'm gonna wait until somebody starts to like act as if they're going to go through and open the door, which presumably at this point now is blocked by the hut.
Oh, nice. That is. So there's like all the rubble and then the hut on the other side. Is that the idea?
Yeah, basically we've got the rubble, the hut. There's a bunch of rubble outside. The whole thing looks like death warmed over.
Is the hut in the small hallway or the hallway with the rubble?
The hut is basically right in this orange area that you've got, except it's twice as wide.
Like this?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, Fatima, I'm having the same reaction here, buddy. I'm trying to play it cool because I'm going in my head trying to figure everything out. So you guys pull into the Leomund's tiny hut.
Euphemian's tiny hut?
Euphemian's tiny hut. Those of you that are new to D&D, think of Harry Potter and the little campsites, and that's what we're working with here. So what was I going to say? You guys pulling here?
Quidditch match outside?
So, question. I assume the answer for Bulbug is yes, but are you letting in Mikhail and Enigma?
Mikhail, yes. Enigma. We'll say yes.
Okay.
He's been passive until he is put into a combat situation, so hopefully.
I mean, it's the mechanic I was working with last time, which I'll put more above ground to be fair. You guys, if you guys are trying to make any sense of his actions, you got to make or if you guys are trying to connect with him, you got to make a persuasion check. If the persuasion check is not high enough, I will just roll a random die from all of the options I think he could possibly do and just go from there. Because he's not in his right mind. So you guys are giving time to them. They're all resting in here. You guys are in this hut, and Enigma looks around and says, 2-star quality, a 1-star price. Okay. And he lays down. Just lays his head down. Mikhail sits down and goes, well, this has been a day. I don't know what's happening next, but thank you. What is happening next, by the way?
We're hoping for the chance to find what we came here for in the first place.
Oh, you didn't come here for us?
I'm afraid I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, you were a pleasant surprise.
Enigma goes, me neither. But what was I gonna say? Bulbug goes, they're not gonna say it, but these four are the heroes of prophecy, and the god sent them, which means the gods sent are here for you. I mean, I think that's how it works. I don't know.
Makes as much sense as anything.
Sure.
Well, that's good. Mikhail goes, all right, well, you did this. Which one of you is in charge, or is it a democracy?
I just punch things, so I don't know if that's part of a democracy or not, but
It's not a democracy, but we like to
How
come
hard do
to
you-
a consensus.
He looks at Carrera and he goes, how hard do you punch? That might make this a monarchy.
I just smile. Oh, I just do that smile.
Lovely. He goes, all right, well then, if you want to come to consensus, far be it from me to. But what's your plan after this? Because I don't think this was very subtle.
I have one additional move under the
Your
in
toga
the tank.
sleeve?
What's a
And
tank?
I hope it works.
Cheeky.
You know, when you fill up water, you need a bunch of water, you have a tank of water.
Oh, I
and
just
that
used
it
like a
empties
pail.
And
Romantic.
Bulbo goes, yeah, tankard. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay. See, I get that. Tankard, I get. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, I get that.
He's academic. He's a slang.
Euphemian, can sound escape this delightful hut?
I don't think it can. Let me just double check.
Oh, so we should keep it quiet then. Okay.
I'd be okay with saying it's not. I don't think it. It doesn't say.
Creature.
It doesn't.
Don't say.
Mhm.
I can make it opaque or dark, but it doesn't say that it mutes us. So
I will say that it severely dampens sound to the point that like you guys can talk and speak and raise voices, but you can't set off rocket flares. Is what I that's my because I think that makes it more narratively interesting without like giving you a cone of silence, which is terrifying.
Try to
so
like
while we're
wait,
Oh, go for it.
ASL. What do we have? TSL?
yeah,
What was
Thylean language.
soldiers? I can't remember all the friggin' things anymore.
While we're talking, I'm just gonna start tuning up my lute because all of the action kind of throws it out of tune pretty quick.
Mhm,
And I'm just gonna start playing a song of rest very quietly.
mhm.
So that if we do get a short rest, everyone can add a d6 to their dice roll.
Hello, Stolen Fires. Yes, we absolutely are. Um. Okay, give me 1 second, please. I'll be right back in just a moment.
Hi, nerds. Hi, stolen fires.
I love that. It reminds me of
Love
that.
you.
Who was that one? Who was that one dude where he was like, "Hello, fellow nerds," and he's like a skateboard in his hand, and his
Oh,
cap
hello,
is
fellow
backwards.
kids.
Hello,
Mhm.
fellow
Steve
kids.
Buscemi.
That's it. Thank you.
Hello, fellow kids.
Give me 1 second. Something just came up. I got to take care of real fast.
I still want to go in that room. Ugh. It doesn't look like a toilet, so I kind of just want to check it out.
A toilet with a bed in it.
Down at the
At
bottom.
Crave,
Well-
you've lived weird.
No, I'm just
That's
saying.
called jail.
It's I was gonna
Not wrong. Oh gosh.
And let's face it, Cray is not what you call straight, clean, doing good things. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Never mind. He just up to some bad shit back in the day.
Give me one moment. So you guys are I'm sorry, I missed what you said. What did you say? I got a weird message out of nowhere. I had to take care of. What reactions?
We're saying that Jen Cray was in jail a few times.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
we were.
happens.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess it's just a matter of whether we get a short or a long rest. I guess up to.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys have this as a short rest that'll go for about
Well,
one. What's up?
I was actually hoping to push for a long rest if we could. And I'm expecting somebody to come to the door at some
Okay.
point and try to open it. And when they do, I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Alter Self.
Okay. Give me 1 moment, please.
Okay.
It's called bullshit for a I mean, roll for bull for a reason.
So yeah, after a little bit you hear you would hear some people rummaging. I'd say after about an hour, you hear people rummaging, and you hear a lot of footsteps and you hear a lot of footsteps and people shouting in confusion. And then after a while, you hear people begin to meet up and line up outside that area, and some rummaging and rumbling. Let me roll something. I'm going to say that they say, you're going to hear a voice that just says, by the order of Sidon, we have you surrounded. There is no other way out of this building. Whatever it is you want or are seeking, you have failed. We would advise you to surrender. Give me 1 moment as I set something up. And it is anybody's action what you want to do.
Well, I'm going to have cast Alter Self. I'm going to
Okay.
change myself into Gaius.
Okay. An intriguing play.
I'm going to reply with, "They're already gone, you idiots."
Wow. Okay, give me 1 second. Is that all you're saying?
For now, until I get a response, one way or the other.
Okay. I need you to roll a performance check.
Not deception?
Because you're trying to sound like Gaius.
I sound like Gaius. I'm Alter Self into Gaius.
Oh, Alter Self does that?
Uh,
Okay, let me see.
I physically transform myself into another person.
Okay. Oh, and your voice. Okay. Roll the deception check.
It's a 24.
Oh,
So when this happens, one of them goes, "Where did they go?"
I think they escaped to the north. I want every single person capable of carrying a sword patrolling the north side of this island. Nobody leaves. I don't want to see another face on this island for the next 24 to 48 hours.
The north side of the island. Do you mean the library?
They've gone around the library. They're going to escape off the shore.
Roll a deception check.
My God, so nervous.
16.
Oh,
Okay.
Respectable.
Let me see something real fast. Give me 1 second.
I already have to go pee so bad. This is not helping.
You hear like the silence on the other side for a moment, and one of them says, so they escaped, they went past the library and escaped on the path beyond that. Is that where we're to go?
That's what I said, isn't it?
Roll an insight check.
oh shit.
19.
There's some sort of subtext or caution in what they're saying. Like, they're unsure of this conversation right now. Some nuance has gone wrong, if that makes sense. Like, you can pick up that the vibes are now weird in this conversation. Vibe check.
Because based on what I remember, the island is sort of formed like a volcano, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're currently like in the middle of the caldera, right?
Let me see if I can give you the map of where you are.
Because, I mean, that's what I was assuming, that we were very clearly in the middle. If there was something obviously, unless there was something really, really
here,
going on.
let me give you this. Roll an investigation check.
Uh, 17.
When you hear, I'm going to combine this with your insight check. When you hear the sort of trepidation in their voice at your command, combined with this, do you remember how I said this is all around a 200-foot cliff? You just described a path that doesn't make any sense at all. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay. So relative to where we are then, where is there not a cliff?
What you're seeing is the north. Basically, they're confused by what you mean. They're confused and on edge because you described the path north of the library, and you immediately ping that must be a red flag, because you don't know the rest of the path around here. So you know the path that you came from, but you don't know the formation up there. So there's something about what you just said that rings as suspicious to them.
There's a magic user with them if you're not remembering.
Enigma sits up and goes, tell them I can fly. Tell them I can fly. Mikhail goes, don't do that. So you want to use magic use? Okay. Roll deception with advantage.
Oof. 9.
Oh no, shit. Oh.
I'm going to roll a perception check on their part and not share the answer with you. Okay. And one of them says, we'll take care of this right away. Do you need anything, Commander Gaius?
I've got food and water in here. I think if the door is jostled, the structure will collapse in its entirety.
We'll send a team soon. We'll be back as soon as possible. And you hear some of them shout to each other and just say like, "Get ropes! Get ropes! Get pittance! We need to go check the cliff sides right away before they go anywhere. They're going around the north." Start shouting at each other, and you hear feet thundering, and you hear the guards moving into the distance. And then it's silent. And Bulbug looks around and says, did we do it? Did you do it?
I don't know. But I'm not about to look a gift horse in the mouth. This dome should be at least mostly impenetrable either way. I would advise taking as much time to rest as we possibly can.
Could I don't think I would be able to. I'm too tiny. Like, I was gonna ask if I could make some sort of perception check to make sure that they're not like, hiding behind, like they ran away, but it's not like outside the outside door,
Roll a perception check, but it would be with the target number would be very high.
Okay.
Actually, I'm
So-
going to say you roll with disadvantage is what I'm going to say.
Okay. Oh, natural 1, which is still a 7, but natural 1.
You don't hear I'm going to say that when you're listening, you hear just crickets for a minute, and then you hear Mikhail go, "Enigma, shut up."
I just
And
blow them a look.
so what I was going to say, there's no way of hearing who's out there. I mean, the rubble and the distance, and I mean, they might be hiding like a couple dozen feet away. They might genuinely have fallen for it. You don't have any way of knowing.
Okay. Thank you. At least let me try. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Um. So, are you guys taking a rest here?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like
We
we
didn't-
should take watches just in case.
You guys, who's taking first watch?
This will be my first watch since I'm already sort of involved in this.
As you guys are leaving, Cray, you get a message. Let me see. Let me count this out.
It's Seema.
One
She's like,
second.
"What are you bringing home for groceries tonight? Because, you need to get like some turkey leg or something."
Okay. Cray, as you're seeing, you get a sending message that says, "Hello, Cray. It's me. Chandras told me to tell you you may call my name into question. Know that I traveled from the Nether Sea." And it just stops there at exactly 25 words.
Okay. So I kind of say that to our friends before we all go to bed, or at least to Euphemian if everybody's asleep. I'm like, I just got a message
Do you respond?
about. Oh, right. Oh, right. I forgot I can respond.
Tell them to
So
move the ship to the north.
could you move the ship to the north? We're trying to figure our way out. Things are a little tough. See you soon?
Message sent.
And then I tell them
Mhm.
and then I tell Euphemian kind of like what's been said. I
Yes,
don't know
well,
if this is gonna help here, Euphemian. We've done what we can. I mean, we just have to go through the library now.
I'm not leaving here without what we came for.
Well,
And if
that's
I
the only
can
way.
start fresh tomorrow, or at least after a reasonable rest, we'll be better stocked and better able to handle that than we might have been otherwise.
Okay. Well,
so this is a long rest then.
till we go to
Yeah.
the end, bro. And I do the whole entire like with Euphemian.
As we go into the long rest, let me see something. How many shifts are you guys doing? Because it's 8 hours.
Isn't it
4
4?
shifts? All
For
right, who's taking
Yeah.
first shift?
I was first, and I'm
Who's taking
assuming
second?
this would be under that.
All right, who's third?
I can take 3rd.
Who's fourth? All right. You guys rest mostly without incident throughout the night. I rolled a die. It is Callista's shift when you hear 2 soldiers outside say, Commander Gaius, do you want us to bring help dig you out or break in another way?
Just need to check something. I'm going to use Minor Illusion, which it says can create a sound that can be
Mhm.
someone else's voice
Mm-hmm.
within 30 feet.
Okay.
So I'm going to create Commander Gaius's voice, and I'm going to have him respond. Have you captured them yet? Why are you focusing on me? They're the priority.
Minor illusion do this. Okay.
They can make an intelligence check again, or an investigation check against my spell save DC, which is 15.
Okay, give me one moment. One of the guards is going to go, there's more than enough there. There are more than enough people to find them, sir. With all due respect, I would think you would have consulted Sidon by now.
Okay. Again, have you checked the library to ensure nothing is missing?
You hear one of them go, what would be missing?
Uh, That's private business between myself and Sidon. However, I have intel, and I'll cast it a couple of times if I need to. They can check against me a couple of times if I need to. That they were looking to steal something, because it is a cantrip. You know, check against me as many times.
So you want us to check the entire library to see if something is missing, but we don't know what. You can hear this growing hostility in their voice. Roll an insight check.
Yep. That's a 25.
Oh, wow.
You failed the last two checks. They've seen through you the last two times. If this escalates into something actionable, the long rest is negated.
Ooh, no pressure. All right.
Mhm.
I will say, fine. You're looking for a gear.
Roll deception.
Fuck, roll high, Cal. Oh my god.
What
And I'm
dice
gonna
do
roll
I
it against
use?
I'm gonna roll it against their insight.
Oh, it's not too bad. Let's see. I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna jinx myself. Deception. That is a total of 20. Nope. 15. Math.
Alright. And you're gonna go gear. Oh, that thing. Okay. We're doing some Ace Attorney shit here. I'm gonna slow down time in just a second and you'll know when and why. And one of them goes, okay, the library's vast. Where should we look first?
Oh my god, just fucking do it, you stupid soldier.
I'm
It is.
going.
Mhm.
Oh, no. What were you...
I'll tell you what. The quality of your answer will affect how hard it is for them to see through this.
Oh, come on. That's so much pressure on me. My brain is so small.
I told you I'd let you slow down time if you guys want to compare notes or anything.
Oh, I
did
see.
mention that the mage had told us about a thing in the back.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a shrine but there's something possibly that might be towards the back of the library.
I'm not saying what I'm about to say is I'm not saying what I've said is easy or that it was a dead giveaway. But I am confident that I have said enough different clues across the last 3 sessions that it would be possible to make an extremely educated guess.
Oh, come on. Ballista's got an intelligence of 8, and I'm not that much better.
Extremely obvious to someone who already fucking knows, maybe.
That's true. I'm not good at making puzzles.
Okay, I will respond with,
If you want to... I'm having fun here. If you want to roll an investigation check,
Okay.
if you roll high enough, I'll let you ask a yes or no question.
Okay.
And we'll do. We're basically just slowing down time, and Callista in her mind palace is what we're doing right now.
Okay. Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
14.
You may ask me one yes or no question.
Okay.
And I'm gonna and I'm not gonna give you new information. I'm gonna help you put together information I know that you've received before.
Anyone have any
Thank you, Stone Applies.
suggestions for what I should say? What I should ask? This is not my question.
Well,
Well,
there's
I
a tree
suppose
with golden leaves. I don't know if
That's on the mural.
I know.
would a shrine that looks like it could accept a sapphire be a valid thing that might be in the back?
Blue sleeps and strange happens.
Yeah, I think that's a
That would make sense that like a sapphire is to sit in something.
yeah. Does it have anything to do with where the sapphire would go in the back of the library? Or like, hang on, figure out how to phrase it because that's very confusing.
I'm not going to catch you on your words. I'm not going to catch you on your words.
Okay. Does the statement we received from the mage imply that
I won't be
there's-
pedantic if it's making you anxious.
It's a little bit. I feel like I'm trying to like formulate the perfect like.
I'm trying to.
Wish.
I'm not being like a fae tricking you here. I'm trying to represent Callista because here's okay. Let me look into my thought process right now. If you guys were genuinely here in this real situation, everything you've seen for the last 12 hours has happened in about 30 minutes. So it would be very easy for you guys to keep everything in your head. So I'm trying to help simulate that freshness of all the information in your mind. I'm not like playing tricks with you or something like that. I'm trying to help you keep everything in your head the way it would be if you were there.
Okay. So is there an indication that there is a shrine somewhere in this building? Have we received an indication that there is a shrine somewhere in this building?
I would say specifically in the library.
In the library, thank you.
Because we do know that there is a shrine here.
That's a good point.
You've seen no indication that there's a shrine here in the library, and I will do you one better and say that you already found sapphires in Gaius's room.
Sleeps.
So questions about sapphires being in that room, like, why would they be spread out, is what I'm saying. So we're going to come back now, and they're going to ask you.
So what I will say is, I will tell them to, obviously start, in the shrine where we keep our most sacred of objects.
Okay. And roll a deception check.
God, I'm gonna vomit. Okay.
I can't decide if I'm being fair, but I do know that I'm stressing you out, and that's fine.
No. That opportunity was so kind. Deception? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Okay. 25 again. I rolled an 18.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 and then an 8 and then 18. Love
what
that.
was it?
Plus 7.
Okay, you say that. And roll a perception check, not insight perception.
I have so many dice out, and I feel like it's such an important choice every time.
I did run some ARGs. I did design puzzles. Actually, I've designed puzzles professionally, but
okay.
it's fun.
Perception. Do I have any buff? Boon. Yes. 19 total.
Okay. You hear one of them go, "Well, is he just talking about the books then?" And one goes, "Maybe." Maybe he's talking about the lab, and someone goes, "Don't make him ask twice." Maybe he's talking about, his room. We're not going in there. Fine. And you hear them go, "All right, we got it." What is he talking about? I don't know. Just go.
Okay.
And you hear
Not even gonna
footsteps walking away.
Just gonna take the win.
There's this. My mind's been fuzzy all night. There's this moment in the later Ace Attorney games where once you get to critical moment, time slows down, and they put every bit of evidence you've had in the entire trial basically on one screen, and you're allowed to rearrange it for a final answer. And that's kind of what I was trying to simulate in my head right here.
I can just imagine Callista just sliding down like, oh my god.
Oh no, when you guys wake up, I'm absolutely having a panic attack.
Relatable.
Real quick question from Allison. Did we determine whose room this is in the back of the cell where we found the stuff? That was Gaius's room.
That was
right?
Gaius's room, yeah.
Middle one, I think it was, yeah.
Okay. Just
because that's where we got the
sure
love letters, the sapphires.
Okay.
Kiki has them all.
Okay. Something about something Ben said made me think sleep, his bedroom, blue. When we wake up, if we make it through the long rest, I want to check the bottom of one of those trunks wherever you found the sapphire.
I also want to go in the
Um,
other room to
But
check that out.
let's
Yeah,
wait first.
So it is 8 hours from now. Please take your long rest.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my god.
That was
Um,
horrible.
That was
really, because I had fun.
He needs a
glad.
bathroom.
I'm so glad. I
at least
live
one
to
of us
entertain.
is.
Oh my
Yeah, if you basically, I was gauging how your deception checks and their insights checks and how feasible your answers were based on what they know, and if they had been way off, then they just would have sounded the alarm. I rolled a 1d4 to see what shift they came in on. Then I asked you guys who took what shift. I would have loved for it to have been for one of the people that doesn't have any deception magic.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Oh,
you
God.
would have.
Oh
Yeah, I
God,
was
you're
thinking
so
that too.
right.
I was like, thank God it was like one of the spellcasters and not like Kiki and I.
No, not Cray. Yeah.
God.
It
Well,
is.
I'd have been horrible too.
Yeah.
It is 8 hours later. You can take your long rest. I guess honestly, it might be since it's coming up at 8:30, it might be a good time to take a break in a minute anyway. If you guys want to, if you want to choose your new spells, wizard, and everything, let's take a 15-minute break because I just got a message, something I got to take care of in a second.
You want me to make
And
the day? Is it the next day then, technically, or
yeah,
no?
set it down to 55.
All right, guys. We
55
will
days until
see
the oath.
you.
Those of you that are new, the Titans have sworn an oath to basically not wreck the continent, and it has an exploration date. Expiration.
Inspiration.
It fades. We are now at 55 days. When 55 days is up, I don't have to hold back with any of my villains anymore. Is basically what's going to happen. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we've been coasting along because you've been holding back so much. So
He crazily
when-
died like 5 times.
when we come back, the people of this place will think that Gaius has been trapped in here for about 8 or 9 hours. I will see you guys in 15 minutes. I got something to take care of. I'll check in with you soon. Thank you all very much.
All right.
Thank you. I'll see you in
See
a
you in a
bit.
bit.
Yes.
All right. And we're back. So,
Hello, everybody. Yes. Sorry.
just a quick reminder to everybody here that we do have a Q&A coming up on the 50th episode. But also in September, Twitch does a thing called Subtember. And
Ooh.
you do get subscriptions at a reduced price if you want to do that. So if ever you were thinking about throwing money our way, this is the time to do it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. He's going marketing mode. I respect him. I respect you. Yeah. If you guys want to subscribe, we do get it is discounts, especially if you go for multiple months in a row. I did forget about that. Thank you for reminding us. Let me see. So we are jumping back in. We're probably gonna go a little bit later tonight. I don't know. We'll see how the session goes. But our heroes have warded people off and hidden in this room. The lies are getting harder, and I'm holding them a little bit more accountable each time. Gaius's body just has flies swarming over it at this point. Euphemian, would I be correct in saying that your hut is going to expire?
Yes. After a long rest, it expires.
All right, and did you all long rest?
Yes.
All right. Hello, each of you wonderful people. Some of you seem to have damage and stuff on your sheet. Make sure that you're fully rested up or you will die. You guys are in here. The rubble's still here. You sometimes hear footprints, sometimes hear footfalls. You hear a groaning, cawing sounds in the distance, some snorting of one of the gorgons. some people are still out there. You don't know how many or where. It's possible that they've set a trap for you. It's possible that you fooled them completely. As you all wake up, and it is anybody's action. I will say that when you guys begin, Bullbug just looks up and goes, well, so are we just breaking that wall down, or what are we doing here? And he points to the north wall over here. He's, we're doing it. Kiana, Kiki.
I'd rather not
Yeah.
break any more walls than we have to. As far as anybody knows, we're got clear of here, so...
But do they
So-
really believe that, though? I probably wouldn't believe it myself until I saw the bodies of the intruders, so...
Yeah, while you guys were sleeping, there were a couple of guards who came back, and I was able to get them to go away. I told them to go look for the gear, so fingers crossed that they either have found it and we can kill them and take it off their bodies, or maybe they'll just lead us right to it. Who knows? They threw out some suggestions for where they thought it might be. It sounded like maybe they thought it would be in like a lab, or they said Gaius's room. Kiki, where did you find the sapphires?
That was in I believe in a chest in what I thought was Gaius's room. Because they were his letters, I just assumed that it was his room.
Well, I remember seeing another room just a little further down. I mean, that could be his, I don't know, spare bedroom. Who knows?
Might not be a bad idea to double check it just before we get stormed here, before we
Yeah.
decide what we want to do.
I'll go with you, Cal.
So I will see if I can find the chest and just like search for any like false bottoms or wherever the sapphire was that I think Kiki said was in a chest. So I'm gonna see if I can find something.
In Gaius' room? Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Okay.
Because I was telling her which one it is, could that be at advantage potentially?
Absolutely.
I'm going with, so I'll just point out the chest and I'm gonna go into the other room.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Did you roll with advantage?
I did. I rolled a 9 and an
Okay, 1 second.
underwhelming.
So 11. So look there. You don't see any hidden compartments, any investigations or anything like that, or any sort of secrets of that. You find a lot of Gaius's letters. And you're able to find a lot like around his desk and
More?
everything. Well, I'm gonna say you find more notes and you have time to look through them. Because I think that I didn't go through everything before. I don't remember not going through all of that before. There's some details I might have. Let me look through here. I want to make sure I gave you guys everything. I would say the only thing that you find there that you didn't find before is a note, a gratitude for the sapphire, saying that he thinks it'll make a fine gift for her, and that he hopes that she appreciates it. But you don't see anything else in this room. And Krarin, you're gonna check the lower room.
Yeah, yes, please.
Was it? Let me see one note here. I'm gonna say this one has. It's another room. It's like a different study. This one's a little bit more bare bones. It's like a private quarters. Like the other one's like a study work area, and this one's a more private area. But they both have beds. But you see that On this one, there's a book, and if you open the book up, you'll see it's got sketches, but a lot of them are of the mural that you see on the wall, saw on the walls in the room that you wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
As you flip through them, you realize some of them are these. These is where they were sketches, where they were brainstormed. Guys had a contribution to that, and you see when you flip pages ahead, Lutheria and Sidon standing tall, and 5 sets of hands reaching up from below, like in like grief and uh, begging for mercy, and the Titans below. But the Titan in this mural, the Titans are not looking at them. They have their arms raised as they point to the ocean and the distance beyond, and ships sail off into the horizon.
Oh my.
And you see this is sketching of a plan.
Okay. I'm going to take the book.
All right.
Is there anything else in that room? Is that pretty much the only thing? Like if I...
You find you find a book on dragons, just like on
Oh,
dragon care.
I'm taking that too.
Yeah.
How to
How
Train
to
Your
Train Your
Dragon.
Dragon. Yeah. But nothing else really.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take those, and I'm like, Cal, did you find what you need, or do you want me to help, or?
Well, I didn't find anything hidden here except for this, which kind of I have a theory, and I kind of hate it.
Okay.
So there's this note here, and I remember Kiki saying that Gaius was in love with his dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So what if the sapphire was a gift for his dragon, and the gear is in her hoard?
Well, shit. I mean, we have to find it somehow, or there's no way in hell we're gonna be able to do anything. So whether it's in the hoard or whether it's in the library, we
Said
just have
something
to
about
get...
a lab.
It has to be somewhere here. You know what?
Right.
And gosh, you know what? We are the heroes of prophecy. Whether we wanted to or not. We're going to do this. We're going to find it. It's tough, but we can do it. We'll find it.
I don't know how you do this all the time, honestly. Like, that was horrible. That was horrible. I thought I was gonna die.
It's my life. I don't know what to tell
You just
you.
get back up and you just keep going.
I just give her a hug. You know what makes it easier though, Cal? I had to do it by myself before. And now I have you guys. We got this. We got to see it to the end.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I like wipe her hair a little bit out of her face and just go, "It'll be okay, hon. It'll..." Don't say anything that I said "hun" to you. But it'll be okay.
Our secret. Okay. So once we like rejoin with everybody, I'll kind of tell them the same thing I just told Kryren.
Is this in front of like
Yes.
okay.
I am not. Unless someone stops me mid-sentence, I'm not going to hold back based on who's in the room at this point.
And then when you say that, Enigma goes, Oh, no, I don't think I'll be wearing that. Thank you. It's not my size.
Do we know? Ah, shit, I didn't. Argin. Is that a silver dragon too?
Mm-hmm.
We know what color? Okay,
Yeah.
silver. Okay. Sorry, I had a moment where I thought it might have been blue.
That happened to me
Okay, never
last
mind.
week.
Yeah.
Enigma goes.
Would have been too easy.
Enigma
No.
goes. You have the fancy rocks. Oh,
Yes, the sapphires. Pretty blue
well.
ones. Do you know where they go?
And he looks at you like he doesn't understand the question.
Look at Euphemian.
I don't know what they.
What's your babble talk?
He goes. They go wherever they want to. I won't tell them which way is Sunday.
Jesus.
And
Based
yeah, you guys. Mhm,
based on when we rested,
mhm.
about what time of day is it going to be now? Like, is this overnight now?
I'm gonna say it's just before sunrise.
Okay. If anything else, I think perhaps we best be out of here. Try to take advantage of the dark. Although, keep a close eye as we escape. I don't know if we necessarily sold our capers.
I want to turn to Mikhail, and if Enigma is near him, I will also direct it in his direction, but I know he's not going to understand me. I'm just going to say, like, I mean, I don't know how you guys would get away on your own, but you're obviously not required to come with us.
Oh, goes. Well, because if I may, I don't know you that well, but I'm not prepared to wait for the next divinely chosen rescue party to find us on accident. So, and he
Okay, I just
bows.
you almost died, so I understand if you don't want to.
Yeah, but it's the best chance that we've got, and I've been dying for a very long time, just in a different way. So let's live a little before then.
How long have you been here?
Months, a year at least, I think.
Do you know
Enigma.
where? Oh,
That's okay.
go ahead.
Enigma
Let me.
goes. Enigma goes. I think time ran out of breakfast to go. Um, and Mikhail goes. He's been here since before I got here. They they tortured him pretty bad. They wanted to know everything that he knew, and I think they took it all away from him after a point. Enigma goes, but you can keep a backup somewhere, and it's gonna always keep the receipt for a good thought.
I don't think I understand half of what he's. What's a receipt?
I was just going to ask Mikhail if he happens to know
Hello, Bree.
maybe where Gaius might keep his dragon.
Let me roll for him.
While this is happening, I'd like to have a chat with Euphemian after
Okay.
we're done here.
Okay, Mikhail goes, I don't think he keeps that thing anywhere. She sort of just roams around the island. It's not like there's a pin for her or something like that. I mean, most of the time she's off at the shore or around the island, hunting dolphins and whales and things like that. Training. That's what I've heard anyway. He won't let anybody make a place for her. Gets mad when they suggest it.
Hmm.
Are you trying to ambush the dragon now? Because you're brave, but that's where I draw the line.
No, I'm just trying to see what his attachment with the dragon is, because it seems to be quite bizarre, and I'm just trying to see how this figures into all this.
Oh, I think he's enamored with her. It's just a little. But I think he's waiting. You know.
Does he make offerings to her? Do you know? Have you heard anything?
I know people have come by and proposed things to him, and he's taken them and thought about them, but I don't really see the whole thing. And Enigma goes, "It's a love that can't be until it is, and then it always was." You know. And Mikhail goes, "Yeah, I don't think that helps at all."
Yeah, that's it for my ideas then.
Bulbug looks at Close and goes, "Why is that weird?"
So here's the thing. I've been reading. We've been talking about the whole Dragonlord thing for a while now, and there's this whole like weird oath of like you're there when they're born, and you like bind them in your service, and you're in their service, and it just feels like some sort of weird power dynamic, you know?
No. Bulbug goes, "I don't like this. They're weird on this island."
Like in general, the Dragonlords, like it's a whole thing. But like to take that and then also add romantic feelings on it, I mean, it just seems like a whole power dynamic thing.
I really want Kyra here to talk about Twilight, but I can't.
Oh, I really want Kyra here to talk about weird power dynamics in relationships.
Yeah, I was telling Allie the other day how very different this entire dungeon would be if you had Kyra or Chandris with you. But what was I gonna say?
You know, that would just be like if somebody gave you magic powers and then was also sleeping with you. Like, it's just too confusing. You know what I mean?
Sounds awesome.
That's out of character.
Euphemian, I found something. I think it might be. I don't hold anything, and you're a book guy. Gaius, I think, has plans, and I show him the book of his sketches. And I found this. I think it's How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, I suppose that might come in handy. But we need to get out of here before we can really put much of a chance to apply any of this, unfortunately.
Here, I'm pretty stealthy. You guys come follow me. Be quiet.
Where are you planning to go?
Who's asking that? Is that the Enigma guy or?
That's me.
Oh. I just realized.
Hello, Bree. Welcome to the chat. Hi. See you
Ben,
there.
we're just gonna call you the Enigma guy from now on.
Thank you.
I would say,
I'll take that.
up
New
the
Twitter
library.
handle just dropped.
Yeah, the Enigma guy.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm assuming that our consensus is to go up through the library. I mean, what else are we gonna do?
Yeah, but you have like a whole pile of rocks here. Like, what's the plan? And you can't exactly inconspicuously remove them.
Oh, that's what you're trying to say.
So, as has been asked of the Republican Party several times, what is your exit strategy?
Well, I guess we.
That counts as political.
Yeah.
That counts as edgy.
Sure.
It's guns blazing. This is the Alamo. We could just go.
There weren't any windows in the like dining room or anything, right? Okay.
Nope.
I know it's that's on the other side, but
wasn't there? Oh, yes, right.
Man, Passwall is a brutal spell to take, except when you really need it.
Bulbug goes, I said my idea.
That might be the better idea, honestly.
I mean, at this point.
I really hate that I don't have a better idea.
Yeah, you can leave the tacticianing to me.
Well,
Let's.
I mean, kick down the door.
What if we go north rather than through the room that we're in, further away
Oh,
from
through
the
the
central courtyard?
oh, like a
say
little
at
further
the
down
hallway?
by. Yeah, sure.
Since it looks like
Right over
going
here.
through the wall is our option in this case.
Yep.
Doing the old school, you play the NES Legend of Zelda game, or Binding of Isaac.
I'm just
so
gonna
you
go
guys
through and try to no clip through the wall.
So you guys, am I correct? You guys are going to the hallway over here. Let me move you guys. You guys are going to the
You can't drag us all because the door.
going to the hallway over here and trying
Yeah.
to just bash in the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
As quietly as possible.
One.
I hope it
That's
doesn't
it.
lead us outside.
On
Fuck
3.
yeah, we're like wee! TPK.
If you
on
guys do this based on where the soldiers are, which I have not disclosed to you, I will roll dice to see how many of them realize where you are. Because there's not really a way to be discreet about this. It's just, it is effectively a pure luck check as to how many people are nearby. Is that, do you
Yeah.
sign on the dotted line?
I mean,
we got no choice. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It kind of
Alright.
seems like that's how we're going, one way or the other.
That's
Yeah,
true.
exactly. We're either gonna go through the front door or we're gonna go through the side door, but we're going through a door.
Yeah, I mean,
one of our
at
own
least
making.
yeah, at least this way they probably haven't planned an ambush.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Okay, it is early morning. It's like 5 a.m. Okay.
They're all
So
sleeping without their armor on, right?
who's show of hands, who's helping to bash in the wall with Bullbug? All right. I'm gonna come up with a number in my head for just breaking the wall. I want everybody to roll a d20 to see if you crit, and then we're gonna roll a damage check and see how long it takes you guys to break it open. And basically every round it takes you to break it open, I'm gonna roll to see how many people notice. Does that make sense?
Can I assist with that? Oh, sorry, go
Mhm.
ahead.
I was just going to say, while we're doing that, did the veteran ever go get himself armor?
He can if you wanted to. He didn't.
Yeah, I might suggest to armor himself up from the soldier that we left behind in the prison area.
All right, he can be armored up. I'll give him that armor.
Did you want us to roll just a straight D20, or did you want
Yes,
us
roll
to do
D20
like
just
an
to see if you.
attack?
Just roll a d20 to see if you hit crit, and then I'm going to combine your
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
Can I help with a spell, or would that be too many cooks in the kitchen?
What spell? What would it be?
Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
All right.
So that's 11 for me.
All
6
right,
for Kiki.
all right,
That's
roll
a
your damage
natural
rolls.
1 for Allison. Can I record that?
No,
First?
you can. Okay, I'll tell you what. You can record it if you can explain to me what went wrong. Like I can't just be like, "Oh, you didn't do damage." Like this is a thing.
Yeah, so here's kind of how I see it in my head, because this is what I was worried about originally before I proposed it. Is I go to cast it, and then all 3 of them are up close attackers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're all melee combat. So like
Mhm.
the 3 of them rush in as I'm about to cast the spell, and I panic and I pull my hand back, and it just completely like hits the ceiling instead.
Okay.
That's kind of
Tammy's
how
mom. I want them to find this. I'm rooting for them, but they are in a situation. Okay, so you panic, you miss. I will give you this if you say that you accidentally hit one of them.
Okay. I will say that. Should I roll like a
You hit
something
Tammy.
to
Roll for
see?
damage.
Oh, dang. Okay. Hi, Tammy. Sorry about it, Kiki.
I'm sorry. You're literally shooting at the same spot that they all are while everybody's moving, and you want to record this as an epic failure for your verse. Like I gotta have some sort of cost for this.
Yep. 4!
All right, you guys are bashed. Kiki, all of a sudden you just feel like this warm, glowing. Like I feel. Have you ever been hit by her? Have you ever been hit by her Eldritch Blast before?
I
Yeah,
don't think
I
so.
don't think
me
so.
on the boat, I think. Or were you punching me to sleep?
Oh, no, I don't remember how I got you out. I think it might have been Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say when you hit her, it sounds like a cacophony of like every sound and every instrument at once, just reverberating through your head like this massive splitting migraine. It's just like all of the goddess of music wrath at once, overwhelming you. It just hits you and just Callie? Are we? And
Oh.
He looks at Kiki like, and then looks at Callie. Is it go time? Are we going to like? I don't know what's going on.
I am so sorry.
Hey, now you know what it feels like, Kiki.
Oh, I don't think I'm a fan of this.
She's
Don't-
after you next, Euphemian. Just saying.
I mean, I already took his eyebrows.
Be be a little discreet and careful, Callie. I don't want to tell you what to do, but we got to be precise here.
Yep.
And he turns and just punches the wall.
Yep.
Did you guys roll for? I wanted you both to roll for damage.
Oh. Let's see. What is my damage? My damage is.
Hey, Bree. They're basically on an island trying to get an artifact of gear, and things have been really fucked up, and now they're basically trapped in a room trying to break out in order to find an indirect way through the dungeon that they're in, which is populated by a shit ton of guards. That's the very short
So-
version.
My damage is a 1d8 plus 4. That's what you want me to roll?
Or whatever you're hitting with, whatever you're hitting this with. Kiki for you too.
So 6 plus 4 would be a 10.
I thought, aren't you hitting with your staff or whatever?
Yeah. It's a 1d8 plus 4.
Okay, so it's a 10. Kiki, what are you hitting with? You're muted.
Sorry, I'm hitting with the axe. That was a 6. So a natural
you-
1 plus 5. So that was a 6 for
Oh.
my damage.
Okay,
Record
so
that
that's
too. No, I'm kidding.
6 plus 10. Okay, so
Oh, the
that's
big dice.
29. Okay, so I'm gonna say it takes you guys 2 rounds. So I'm gonna roll. 1 second. At that rate, it'll take you 2 rounds to break the wall.
12 seconds can call a lot of people.
hmm
They're sleeping, right? So, God, that's at least one.
I'm gonna say a number of them have heard you and are
We're
heading.
We're trying to break down a wall quietly with our fists.
I mean, it's got to be at least one.
Uh-huh. Statistically speaking.
I'm
We
gonna
see
say
like 20.
you guys, after some time, do in fact break open the wall. It smashes open in a way that, frankly, I don't think the system would allow me. Will allow me. Oh yeah, it will. Okay, here we go. Breaks open this wall, smash it open, and you guys see the giant throne. Oh, I love this moment. Giant, massive statue, 15 foot tall, of Sidon sitting in a throne. All of these pillars around him. And just, I would say, like, some stairs. And then, like, you see, like, some small offerings and coins and everything at the floor below him scattered. And then like a mat to, like, kneel on to pray. And when you guys come in, you see if you guys see a number of soldiers looking at their standing, and they look at you, and the captain just sort of slowly unsheaths his sword. Is there anything that you guys want to do, or are we just going to roll into initiative for this?
Delivery.
Yeah, you know what? You roll perception.
Crit.
Oh my god, that'd be
Deception.
awesome.
18.
No. What was I gonna say? Yeah, he raises his sword, points at you. Let me see. I want you all to roll for initiative now. That is where we are. I'm sorry, my friends.
It's gonna happen.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
it had to, reach its end
Oh, fuck
eventually.
me. 9? God damn it.
I've got
Ouch!
5.
Rolling like fucking garbage.
8.
Oh my god, Kiki, save us.
Okay, 21 for me.
Oh, thank god.
If you say so. Do it for you, Cray.
You got 21 for you, Kiki? Should I plug that in? Okay, let me plug that in. I thought this was going to go a different way.
Just happy we didn't end up outside.
Or fucking dead.
I mean,
fair.
inside, outside is kind of hard to gauge as far as these, columnated buildings go.
We're basically between
That's
a
fair.
rock and a hard place. It doesn't matter what we do.
Look at all these pillars. There's no way Geigens can get in here.
Exactly.
Euphemian, are you on the chart? What'd you get?
Sorry, I got a 5.
Is everybody on there? Callista, did you get on there? What are you?
I'm an 8.
Okay, is everybody on the chart, the initiative order?
That I can see,
Huh?
sure. Oh my god, we're awful. Ugh,
Bro.
gross, bro. We're gonna
Speak for
fucking
yourself.
die.
God, Bullbug's at 5.
I'm
McCabe's at
sorry
3.
about rages. I wish we could all just rage.
It's fucking awesome.
You
Can
say,
you imagine Callista trying to rage?
you say, I'm gonna say you say pizza delivery, and this captain just goes, "What the fuck is a pizza?" Okay. Kiki, it is your action.
Shit the fuck. Okay, so are we on the other side of the wall? Are we gonna be able to move on there?
I'd say
or is
I'm gonna say there's enough space for you guys to move freely, but I'm just gonna say this spot right here. Let me just draw. This spot right here is difficult terrain, but I'm gonna not quibble over how much of the wall was destroyed just to make this more interesting.
Okay.
I think you guys would already having enough fun without a bottleneck.
Good, I can move through the wall. Thank you. Okay,
All right, so that's
1, 2,
10, 15. That's 15 feet.
4.
Because this is difficult terrain, so it counts as 10 feet for this tile. Sorry.
Did you count Callista as being the first one?
I don't know what you mean.
I don't either. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 10, 15. Okay, so I still have 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. I'm gonna go into a rage. I'm gonna run straight for the captain.
Oh dear.
And then. Shit
Oh
the
dear.
fuck. I'm gonna bring out my claws again because I want to keep my shield on my arm. So, claws, and I'm gonna try to go snip on the captain.
Okay, go snip on him. Roll for snipping.
So that's a 17, so 24.
Mm-hmm. 24 hits.
All right, so that's a 4, 5, 6 from my first one.
Mm-hmm. 6 damage.
Yep.
Are you slashing him for 6 damage? He lets out a cry.
That's 26 for the second claw.
Mm-hmm.
This
That
one is
definitely
gonna
hits.
be. Shit, that's gonna be 5, 6, 7.
Good
Wait,
lord.
sorry. First claw damage was 8. My apologies. 8.
Okay.
Because I didn't add the extra, so 8 plus
Mhm.
2 was my rage. So this one is 5 plus 2, so 7 rage. So 17 total of damage.
Alright, so that's 9, 7. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Wow, he's already a half life.
And you get the
That's
third
depressing.
attack, don't
Okay.
you?
Don't encourage him.
I'm going for a third attack. So this one is going to be a 13.
All right. 13 does not hit. This one he knocks it down with his shield. He knocks it with the shield aside. Again, the Captain America thing. Another captain trained with a shield.
This is the best fucking pizza you never tried.
I don't know what that is. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope, that was my bonus action. Was my raging, so I'm done, but I'm staying right here. Yeah.
All right. The soldier's looking at you with a shield, sort of blocking you guys are doing your sort of sparring thing, and he looks at you, and then without breaking away, he goes, "Sidonians, at arms!" And you see all the just pull up the sword shields in formation, and one of them just completely charges at you. This one right here runs up with the shield, gets within range, and as he does,
He can't. There's a fucking post there, and his captain's taking the other room.
well, I can't, well, because I can't put them like.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, okay. He comes up, and as he swings, as he hits, he starts to move his shield forward, and you notice that a captain is moving his shield, and they're moving in unison and syncing their attacks. And he swings up and strikes. He's going to. What's your armor class? Your armor class is
19.
18, 19,
19.
He swings, and you block this, and this the captain goes, "Formation!" Oh yeah, they got tricks. They got tricks I haven't been able to do. This one runs over. Takes his shield, and basically the other two try and knock you into his sword, and he's going to swing at you. He gets an at 20. They are using their. Yep, they're going to use their advantage. That'll be the 1d6 of his attack, plus another 1d6 for a critical, plus the 1d6 bonus that he gets if he's working together with one of his soldiers, which also doubles as well. What's that?
Bullshit. How come they get advantage?
No, he doesn't get advantage. He gets double if he crits. He crit.
Oh.
So he gets 1d6 is the double because he crit, and then he has an ability where once per turn, if he's hitting you at the same time one of his allies is attacking you, then he does an extra 1d6. So that's doubling that is 4d6 total.
Oh.
No. You guys each take your fucking turns, not all at the same time.
And he does 18 plus 1, cut in half is 9. He strikes you, runs you through for 9 points of damage. As he runs through, that's damage, but it's not like enough to do serious harm to Kiki. And they see this, and the captain just says, "Focus, steady." Krarin, it is your turn.
I'm gonna go running out there with my enormous amount of movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to track your movement. Just fucking do your thing.
So this is like assuming I'll just be like
terrain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come up the soldier here and be like, "Don't hurt my friend!" And then I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and smack him with quarterstaff.
All right.
Pow pow!
Wonderful.
15
what
to
was
hit
it?
soldier.
Yeah. So roll. How much you hit? Roll for? 15.
Oh, yeah.
15.
To hit.
You do this. When you swing, the captain goes, "Flank guard." Soldiers turn, knocks your quarterstaff back. Yeah, their armor class is up. You can do. You can try again if you want to.
Oh yeah, screw this thing. I'm gonna hit you again. Not you, Ben. I meant the guy. You know what I mean. Anyways, back to what I was doing. So it's not gonna work then with a 13.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he blocks it.
God damn it. Let's see, what else can I do?
I'm going to say that the other two are basically making a point to engage Kiki to the point that this one feels safe turning and focusing on you. And that's why he's able to block your attacks.
Sure. No, that's not going to work.
These guys aren't especially dangerous, but they're fun.
I'm just trying to find if there's anything to, like any bullshit that I can do. Because I like bullshit.
I know. We named a stream after it.
so I don't have to hit. I can just take the attack action, and then I could spend a key point to keep going. Okay, I thought I had to actually hit. Yeah, I'm going to stay there and take 1 key point to try to smack this asshole again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need to fucking hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take a flurry of blows. And
Guys, if you're in the chat and you want to help him out, you remember you can spend channel points to give him boost. Just kind of throw that out there. 14.
Oh,
Yeah, that
fuck
does not hit.
me.
Basically, he's just taking his shield, just blocking every which way.
Okay, I get mad. I'm gonna do it one more time.
Are you allowed to do that?
Well,
Oh, wow.
flurry of blows, I get 2 attacks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's only with my fist, so it's not going to be as hard. So 15.
Yeah, he
I
just
got
parries.
nothing.
Yeah, so he's gonna fall back behind the pillar. Stolen fires, you can contribute them to the channel goal, and that's a bigger goal over time. But if everybody hits it, then then the team gets a free randomly selected magical item. That'll be over several sessions. So yeah, he's gonna use the pillar to hide. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, that ends my turn.
Callista, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm actually gonna, because I'm not gonna go as far. I'm gonna actually like slowly climb over the rubble, and just kind of like, brush my dress off because, as
Oh, Reed, we need a challenge
always,
goal.
Yeah.
when I woke up this morning, I cast mage armor because we discussed.
Yeah.
So I'm not wearing armor visibly. But so I'm like in a dress and I just like step through and I like brush it off and then I just go, oh, thank God I can see you all. And I just throw out Bless at 2nd level for the 3 of them and Bullbug.
The 3 heroes above. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4.
I love that shade that
And
Callista
5.
just said. Thank God I can see you all for once, you assholes.
You know what? Yeah, so I will kind of like wander in and just kind of back up against the wall. And
Okay.
I will throw a bardic Kiki's way. So I will say, God. Let's see, I'm trying to remember something really cool that you did recently. I mean, you're the one who took down Gaius, right?
Yep, she did.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, come on, Kiki, do to these idiots what you did to their commander. And inspiration. And sorry to anybody who's mad about it, because I saw Reed's face. It's like, that was a stupid thing I just said. Sorry about it.
Oh, he was such a good lay.
Is that it for your turn, Callista?
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna step out, tell Kiki to fuck all 3 of these guys, and give her. That's honestly more my style. Let's be real.
She was like, which way? You want top or bottom?
This person's gonna come over here, and is gonna try and let me see what would be good. This one's gonna come through, and what's that? He's gonna try and stab with his. He's gonna bring out a spear and try and jab the spear at Kiki. Does not hit if she's able to block it. That's it for his turn.
That's not the spear I want you to use, baby.
Snap, girl, snap!
He looks at you like, what?
What's a spear?
And because I'm supposed to specify, the bardic I give you is epic determination.
Okay.
Advantage on saving throws.
Death
saves.
save. That thing. Okay.
And the captain in his turn looks, and this is one's for you, Euphemian, basically says, Phalanx formation! And they pull back, step back, pull up their shields. Each one of them gets a +1 armor class for being within range of the captain, and each one of them gets +1 armor class for being near an ally that has a shield. So they all get +2 AC. As he falls back,
That
and
fucking Pokemon.
yeah, that's exactly. Do you play Pokemon? We gotta talk. Friend, we have to talk. Pulls
It's
that,
For
and
me,
that
so-
is
me,
I
it's just
like-
Pokemon Go.
I like how the roll for bull goes on both sides, you know?
mm. So they all have +2 to the AC. That is his turn to give that. Euphemian, is your action. Please don't do what I think you're gonna do, because I don't like you.
Let me just clarify something.
Uh-huh.
My class ability allows me to take damage types from other spells that I have of the same level. Does that include damage types specified by pets that I have?
I need to know exactly what you mean. Like, I
Well,
don't know
for
what pet you're talking
instance,
about. So.
Summon Shadow Spawn gives me the option to does cold damage. So
Okay.
would I be able to swap out another spell at 3rd level with cold damage?
I don't see where you have summon Shadow Spawn.
I got it as one of the batch of
I
other
don't.
things. It's not prepared, but I do have it in my spell book.
Oh, you don't have to have. You just have it in your spell book to do this.
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, I'll let you do it.
Okay. What's the distance that we have here?
Basically, okay, my ruling is that it would depend on the wording of summon Shadow Spawn, but I don't think that there's a benefit to me slowing down the session to be pedantic about it, so why not? That's my ruling, just to be clear.
Okay. So would I be able to catch all of them, including Kiki and the 40-foot sphere?
Yeah. I see what you're doing here. I love it.
I'm gonna go.
That is big sexy what you're doing.
Heads up, Kiki. I'm going to change the damage type to cold on my fireball. And
that is big sexy. I love that.
Gonna drop that right in the middle of them.
All right, Kiki, you get an advantage on your dexterity saving throw. All of them get dex saves.
And you get to
The
add
second I
D4,
said that I
Kiki.
boosted their ace. What's that?
Oh, Kiki adds a D4 too.
Yeah. The second I said that they all get boosted AC, I'm like, and this is going to be what ends it. Let me see. Dex save.
Euphemian, are you like Sam Regal? It sounds like you know how to lawyer your rules, and you know your rules. And
What's the DC?
DC is 15.
Okay. And what's the damage type?
Cold.
Cold. Ali, you can just ask me that directly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
Cold. Okay, so I was gonna say,
Oof.
That plus a D4.
For bless, yes.
So that's an 8, and then I'm going to go a D4. 9.
okay. What's the full damage? So Kiki, you take 30, you take 15 damage. And
That's
that?
because I'm resistant, but does it still not have that because I'm raging too?
Raging doesn't bonus this. Raging's only against like blunt basic moves like spear, piercing, damage, piercing, bludgeoning, slashing. It's not against fancy things. Not against those fancy city damages. So was it? Thank you, Fatima. Thank you for boosting the server. I noticed that you let out this ice. It looks like a fireball. It looks like an explosion of fire, but it's all crystalline and blue and white and just this snowy white that bursts out, and you see like these flames catch on to each of them that are just look like they're flickering blue and crystalline ice, burning, and then just in a moment they're screaming. And when this is all done, there's just
Holy
the captain remaining with very few hits left. There's one more soldier that Kiki can see who hasn't taken his turn yet, and he's not feeling great. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's gonna be it. I will get out of the way so that the people who need to run through the hole can get through the hole.
Euphemian, roll an insight check.
Insight. Ooh, that was close. That's a 19. It just about was a 1.
Let me see one thing.
Stop shaking.
Bulbug looks over at Euphemian and just gives him this look, and just sort of stomps over towards the captain, and the captain's weak and is just like, no. And Bulbug picks him up, just like rips the shield out of his hand and throws it on the floor, picks him up by the throat and just slams him against the wall and drops him, and then just looks at the other soldier in the distance and goes, "You too?" And he like looks paralyzed, and Bulbug looks at Euphemian and goes, "We share. We were supposed to share." God damn it! I have one thing because I have one thing to provide this team.
Sorry.
I love Bulbug.
That's not true. You have at least 2.
That's fine. He looks over close to us. The Enigma is going to look and say, "Oh, I guess it's action time. I don't want to be caught up bounds."
No.
Shit.
Callista or Enigma or Euphemian, do you want to take a reaction to try and give him any sort of guidance or
Yes.
persuasion? Otherwise, he's just okay.
Yes.
Roll a persuasion. Tell me what you say and roll a persuasion check.
I will try to get across to him in as much word salad as I possibly can.
Mhm.
That we can just take 5.
All right, roll a 1d. Roll your persuasion.
It's 17.
17. He looks at you and he goes, "Picnic's as good as a slaughter, I suppose." And he just sort of walks up over here and lays down on the mat that's used for Sidon. That's used for worshiping Sidon.
Oh my god.
This soldier over here.
Don't run, boy. I can catch you.
This soldier over here is going to look at you all and is just going to fucking bolt. Let me ask you, Kiki, Cray, rather than roll through everything, do you want to have chased him?
Yep.
Well, technically speaking, I could go 150 feet now, I think.
Regardless, he's 25 feet from me. I have 40 feet movement. I will overtake him as well.
Well, he's going to
But
run.
yeah,
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
I was going to say I would definitely run after him.
What I'm going to say is because he can move 30 feet on his turn and then another 30 if he's dashing. He can fucking bolt. To speed up a lot of this, I will haggle with you, Jen. If you want to say you spend a key point on Step of the Wind, we can fast forward to when you caught him.
Sure.
Because I don't want to figure out the math on all of this, but that's sort of eyeballing it. That seems about right. If anybody has any objections, let me know. But
Because even if he movement and dash, I can still catch him at 100 feet.
Yeah,
because that's my movement.
Yeah, you move 6. Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying that I can move 100 feet if I use my dash and my. If I was going to do that, but whatever.
Okay. Well, let me figure out the math on this. This is move in here, and you can move 100 feet as a regular action as a dash action.
Yeah, like as a movement and dash, that would be 100 feet. But then
Cool.
I'll just use Step of the Wind so I can.
No. I don't want to deprive you of Step of the Wind. I don't want to deprive you of a key point if I don't need to. Yeah, you don't need to use a key point. You can just do it.
You can
just
catch him,
overtake
but then you wouldn't have an action if you use your action to dash.
Yeah.
No, because I'm playing it out in my head, because if she can catch up to him, then she can attack of opportunity, and it can be a whole bunch of stuff, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff I want to fast forward, but basically the short version is you would be able to catch up to him. So we will sort of fast forward. We'll just make it easier. and basically we'll fudge it, because otherwise we have to figure out all of the action moves and what everybody's doing in between that and everything like that. So I'm going to say, Kiki, I'm sorry, I want to pay proper respect here. Kiki, you did say that you thought you might be able to catch up. You would be able to catch up to him too. Do you want me to? I can measure that out and see if you'd be able to do that as well.
I would just be running my normal 40 feet of movement
Mhm.
because I don't want to waste my action. Because if I do get him, I want to try and snip.
Yeah, he would be. Yeah, he would be able to stay like 10 feet ahead of you right now. It would be a little bit more of a chase. Is that okay?
Fine.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
I'd basically just like when I catch up to him, be like, either you can come quietly, or I'm gonna drag you screaming. It's your choice.
So you grab him, and he just goes, I just heard a noise in the temple room, and suddenly my friends died of cold fire, and there's a minotaur, and I've heard of that one. And he looks over at Kiki's. I've heard of that one, and he's not supposed to be loose. And he points at Enigma, and goes, I surrender. Don't hurt me, whoever you are.
I'm gonna lead him back to the group at that point. I'm like, good. It's a thing you hadn't heard about me yet. And I'm gonna go and take him back to the group and be like, ask him where the gear is.
Look
I
here.
will put my little pinchy
Oops.
pinch under his neck.
Roll intimidation check.
Oh yeah.
Can I give her advantage because I was?
Oh
hiding?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so that one is a 12, and I'm going to roll again for advantage. Fuck, it was almost a 20. That's 11, so 12.
Well,
Unless I'm still blessed.
You can't do it for checks. It's just saving throws. And
Okay,
attacks.
so 12.
and he goes,
Wee, stop shaking.
I don't know where any gear is. I don't know. I know that the commander was hiding something somewhere, and you wouldn't tell anybody where it was. It's not like we have like a treasure or anything.
Where's the
Oh.
lab?
Suppose you never tried following him?
No, why would I? He'd kill me.
Where's
The lab.
inside check?
Roll an insight check. He goes, the labs. We're typing in the roll 20. He goes, the labs. It's in the library. It's where they practice alchemy. He wouldn't be in there. I mean, maybe it could be. I'll check for you.
Oh no.
I'm close to. You have no idea. You have no idea
Total
what
of
you
8.
possibly need. Yeah.
I've got a better idea.
No, don't kill me.
I've got far more use for you. I'm going to put my hand on his head.
Oh no.
I'm going to mumble some really magical sounding words. I'm going to cast thaumaturgy to make the a small rumbling and make my eyes turn black. I'm going to turn to him and I'm going to say, I have put a geese upon you. What you must do is to guide anybody who is inside the library out. Get them out of our way. If you do this, nothing will happen.
I don't want to be geezed. I don't want to be geezed, man. I want you to roll a deception check with advantage.
Oh my god. We gotta make it.
Bulbo goes, don't do it, man.
18?
But he's not playing along. He's concerned. And he goes, I'll do it.
Clear
I'll
our
do it.
path and nothing bad will happen to you.
I'm just tell everybody to get out of there.
Lead them
Okay.
away and get them safely out of our path. If you don't, or if you give them any indication that there's something happening to you,
I know, I'll be geezed.
your arms will turn to feathers,
No.
your mouth will become a bill,
Ah.
and you will eat bugs for the rest of your life.
What kind of bugs?
Nasty ones.
Ah! And
Oh God!
Shit all the time without even you will be able to control your shit.
And you'll go honk, honk, honk.
oh, because that's fucking terrible. Have you guys just been sitting on this ability? That the Mikhail just sort of Mikhail just goes. And Mage goes, oh, a beautiful day, and you're a terrible wizard. I was gonna say, that is the dumbest joke I've made, and I'm sorry to anybody that gets it.
I am going to cause problems on purpose.
Thank you. And he goes,
Oh, you
and he
moved
goes,
me.
oh, sorry, is that okay? I was just grouping you guys to be easier to move.
Oh,
If
I
you
wanted
have
to
a-
be
if-
standing next to the statue.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry.
You can move over there.
I'm trying. The pillars are in the.
Calista, roll a religion check.
Oh.
And he goes, okay, so am I gonna go? Do I go now?
Go now.
Okay. And he's are you guys following him?
Maybe just watch from around a corner and see if he.
Okay.
Could I have whispered in his ear? I could catch you.
I know, man. You already did once. Allie, you got a 7?
I am not smart.
I'm gonna say near places of worship, and this is something you would know as common knowledge. I've talked about this before. Near places of worship, the gods and titans that are worshipped are vaguely aware of like the general connection. Like Sidon wouldn't know that Callista's at these coordinates at this time, but Sidon might be like a little bit more aware of Callista's existence than usual. Does that make sense? Like when you guys are like praying and offering, like that's how they like know that Creorin does or doesn't pray and stuff like that to Lutheria. They don't like know his exact coordinates or something like that, but they're generally aware of the shape of the relationships you guys have. So in this area, you would be aware that there's sort of that ambiguous masked phone line, as it were.
Okay.
Anybody that's
as they were threatening him, I want to just be kind of counting out gold coins onto the altar. 5 total.
Okay. Wonderful.
Please pay more attention to me and less attention to them. Thank you.
I want all of you that are following the soldier in any capacity whatsoever, including watching, to move near him just so I can track this.
Sorry, what was that? We want to.
Anybody that is doing the soldier storyline, whether they're following him or staying next to him, whatever, please move right next to him over here where I'm pinging.
Okay.
Oh.
I keep getting stuck on walls.
Sorry. Callista, let me see. You hear storm clouds in the distance, but you know they're just in your mind. I would say the best that I can translate this to in modern terms for the non-Zoomers is you're effectively hearing the dial tone if you have any prayers or questions you want to send to Sidon. This is not the same thing as giving away your location.
Okay. Can I think on it while they do the guard thing?
Sure.
Okay.
So if I'm correct, all of you guys are watching him go and do this stuff.
Yeah, but like not. Hey,
Yeah.
guess what?
Discreetly.
We're just gonna sort of be discreet around the corner.
And you said the lab, right? So he's gonna walk up, and you guys are gonna hear him just like, okay, everybody needs to get out of the lab. It's dangerous, and Gaius doesn't want us there. Maybe something to do with the bad people who could be anywhere, definitely not south. They're the people that you need to leave. You need to leave the area, and you see them talking. Over time, you hear footsteps and people muttering and moving. As he's
This is a routine fire drill. Everyone, please evacuate the building.
Yeah.
basically. I'm gonna say you're able. You see him like move a number of people away. There's a few. Those of you looking around the corner would see there's a few acolytes that are like looking through and sorting through books that look at him and sort of roll their eyes, shake their head, and keep moving. But they're just acolytes, like librarians. Um, Tammy's mom,
Librarians are
he is being
cool.
ridiculous. So there's a few people there that are like not warriors; they're just archivists. But generally speaking, he got most of them out of there. And then, are you going to go move in right now, or are you going to wait a little bit?
Yeah, once it does look like he's sort of clear and out of the way, I think that's when we should move in.
After a little bit, he's going to come down the stairs and walk in the direction of you guys. Not giving you guys away, but he's going to come back and be like, "Okay, I did it. I got everybody out of there. Did you want me to do anything else? Am I released from my gaze?"
I'm
Bulbicus, release it, man.
I'll thaumaturgy my eyes white and whisper something else and just tell him to he's free.
Just thank you. I'm
Mm.
gonna go home and rethink my life.
That would be a very good idea.
Okay. What god do you worship?
I always like to put in a good word with Kyra.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And you see him like trying not to show his annoyance and disgust because he's in the presence of someone that could turn him into a goose, and he just goes, "Yeah, that's legitimate." Um, just all the decorum of finding out that like one of your relatives voted for that person at Thanksgiving, and he's just like, "Okay," and he like turns and leaves. Are you guys going up to the new area, even though there are acolytes over there?
What say we send Cray in to scout? I may have a tool for this.
Mikhail goes, "Is the tool Cray?"
Cray
Ah.
is a
It's a
tool.
tool.
And
That's the name of the episode.
Mikhail looks around at the Kiki and at Bulbug and at Cray Red and just gestures like, "Apologies to whichever one of you is Cray."
Amazing.
Yeah, I can stealth in and stealth out with my movement.
I might be able to give you a bit of help with that. What
I
if I made you
also
very, very small?
like smaller than I am now. Like, I don't know what you want me to say to that. But I also want to tell you, I do have an ability called Mask of the Wild, where I can attempt to hide even when I'm lightly obscured. So I would imagine that might give me, I don't know, maybe something.
How can you be
to-
lightly obscured walking by acolytes among books?
The book in front of his face.
Okay.
Kyra is technically a higher power than his mom. She is the goddess of music, but just not she's kind of just the mascot too, I guess.
Yes.
So are you going to shrink
Cheerleader.
her? Kyra? Never mind. I'm not saying
Yeah, I
anything,
mean-
Allie.
I mean, you could absolutely do what you need to do there, Euphemian, but I mean, I don't know how fast I'll be as smaller than I am, but yeah.
Let me
I'm
just
your man.
double check. Actually, the spell doesn't actually give any kind of benefits to being smaller, aside from damage penalties. So maybe that's not such a great idea.
Okay.
Um,
Because I can stealth. I can stealth over, take a look around, and stealth back. If that's what you want me to do, I could try that.
yeah, I think if you can, try to sort of get in there and.
I mean, I've been skulking around all these cities for years now.
Yeah, but you've
When
never
you
had
get-
to
I know a
roll
thing or
dice
two.
to do it.
That's fair. Was Enigma's going to come over to Crarian and put his hand on your shoulder and look at you very paternally and just look you in the eyes and say, "Blue strangeness doesn't snore, so remember where you're from and to."
Well,
Okay.
to the
And he pats you on the
receipt
cheek.
I was gonna say
Oh.
to the receipt and tank and guys.
Oh, you know where the receipt is?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh, would like to sing the songs. Oh, okay.
We will sing vacuum later.
Uh, so
I
what do you want to do?
I look at Euphemia and I'm like, I got it. And then what I'd like to do is, I'd like to kind of stealth around if I may, and then go down to where the lab is to take a look around and then to come back and report.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. Don't let me down. 20. Dirty.
All right. I'm going to move your character, and I'm going to suggest some positions for your character and choices. Basically,
Okay.
instead of making you move your token, I'm going to show you different paths. You tell me left or right or whatever.
Sure.
So you're up here. Don't worry about
Oh.
these people. I'm not going to put you in any position. But
I
yeah,
went
this is
way past too far on the map.
yeah, this is the area where you can see the wide open steps, the pillars, all these areas. These little rows are books and books. Paths are in here. You see the acolytes here looking around. You can go to the left. You can go to the right, or you can just try and go up and just sneak just out of their line of sight.
I think I will. Hmm.
You
Did
still have a
I
20.
Did I notice where the people are kind of walking out of when?
The people that left, I'm going to say the people that left walked down here and then went over here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Oh, I went down there. Okay.
Mhm.
So in that case, I will go down towards the. Is that the left?
Which way? Click where you want to go.
Kind of like in this area. That's where I saw them kind of come
That's
from,
where they
right?
want to go. So if you want to follow the direction they went.
Oh, that's where they went. Pardon.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that's where they had walked away from. Okay, so
They
I just
walked
kind of
down
want
from
to.
the-
Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll walk around so that I'm
Mhm.
not like right in line of sight with these guys. I'll be like.
All right. So with you get a 20, their passive perception is 10, and you have done this a lot. So the 20, I'm going to let you move pretty freely. You go through, you see rows and rows of books. You can stop and look at them, or you can keep going about your mission. What do you want to do?
No, I don't have time for that right now. I'm gonna go
Alright.
into the lab.
You go here. There are 3 doors. There's a small door here to what looks like a smallish room. There's a small door here that looks you can't estimate the size of the room, and then there's double doors right here.
I'm gonna go for door number 3, Bob.
Which one would that be?
The
That
big
one?
double doors.
Double door.
Alright.
The one that the gear's behind.
Yeah.
You open
Right?
this. You open this, and you see stone tables taking up a lot of this room. There's glassware of different sizes and shapes, arcane tools, strange artifacts, ingredients being mixed in beakers. And you see 2 people, acolytes, sitting on the floor with their eyes completely closed, not moving for anything. And all kinds of potions and vials on different tables. But you don't see like any chests or anything like that.
Then I'm gonna like quietly close that door and
Okay.
check behind door number A.
All right, you go to door number A. You click this open. And let me make sure I get the description right. You click this open, and when you do, this is a small room, but it is beautiful. It is lavish. Just the finest like silks draped over the walls. A beautiful painting of Lutheria, silk curtains, ornate rug, table made of fine wood, a gilded chest next to a 4 post bed, a bronze bowl on top of a stone at the center of the room, and across the room, what was it? You see this tall sort of statue of an insectoid thing, like and sort of a humanoid insect. And when you open the door, it opens its eyes and goes, "Password,
Uh,
password."
I'm gonna close the door and go to the other side.
All right, you're gonna do the side. You go to the
Yep.
other side. You open this room. Hey, Allie, I saw you in the chat. You see 6 bunk beds in here, and the room's a lot tidier than you would expect, and you realize it's a room for the acolytes, and there's one book laying open on the table. But everything else is sort of empty and tucked away. What do you want to do in here?
I'm just gonna take the book and go back.
Roll an Arcana check.
Fuck me. Okay. Arcana check is. It is a 3.
This is all gibberish. You have no idea what this means.
Okay, I'm just gonna take it anyways and like
Mhm.
silently.
Euphemian can read it.
Yeah, silently try to make it back to the
That's
group
what we
and
have
tell
a
them what I
wizard
saw.
All right.
We have
you
2
make it-
wizards. I bet one of them's gonna recognize it.
You make it back to the group. Let me see 1 second. You make it back to the group. And whenever you do, when you start to explain everything, Enigma just like pushes Euphemian out of the way, even though Euphemian's not in the way. Pushes him out of the way and walks over and goes to Craven and goes, I always knew you could do it ever since you already did. And he reaches and he holds out his hands
Well, I'll give it to him.
and he takes
Oh,
the book.
I look quizzically at Euphemian as I give him the book.
If it's his, it's his. We do know he was looking for a book. We're
And he
doomed.
he takes the book and he goes, see, and he flips it open and he holds it up like side, like almost like a centerfold. He holds, I mean, you see all these like numbers and geometric shapes and like weird scribes on it. He goes, I think many thoughts and have thought them before. And he slams it, goes, keep a receipt of everything that I think.
That's a tank.
What? Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. But it makes a little bit more sense here. I thought it was in a sea of blue with all the buzzing, but no, it's here. So thank you. He goes, thank you very much. And he reaches over and he puts and he lets the book out and it flies and hovers next to him and he reaches over and just like gives Cray this big awkward hug.
Oh,
He goes, thank you.
you're welcome. But
Mm-hmm.
how
And you hear him whisper, how long do I hug you for?
now would
Ray is
be
the
a
perfect
good
person.
time, but welcome almond receipt?
Oh, you don't make any sense. And he lets go of you.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Thank goodness.
Before we move forward, can I rewind back to my dial tone?
Mhm.
I just want to have kind of like thought / put the emotion out there of like something precious was taken from me. Please help me find it.
You see that to decide on?
I do, and I will think very specifically about my family.
So you as Callista are asking Silent for help finding your family.
Yes.
Oh my.
Let me double check something. Roll a persuasion check.
Somewhere in Thylea, there's just a great big fist that comes out of the sky.
I mean, he already almost shot me down with that lightning. Oh.
Yes,
Persuasion?
God owes you.
Mm-hmm.
I think persuasion is gonna be 13.
If you give me 1 second.
Bang.
Why do you ask me for aid after everything? The voice booming like thunder. And when I say like thunder, I mean you hear the rolling thunder when he finishes each sentence.
I'm assuming in my head and not in
Mhm.
the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that time. I want to say that time slows down for everybody, and you hear time slows down everybody to the point where you realize that you're in an altered sense of reality, and the voice is booming from the statue to you, but nobody else hears it.
Okay. I will simply say to him, you know, one act of goodwill deserves another. It couldn't hurt to have me indebted to you.
And the statue's face slowly turns to you, and the statue leans over and says, "You are already indebted to me. Next time you speak, beg with deference." And he leans back up and returns to his form. And you become aware of a strange man hugging Crayorin.
Can I make a quick insight check to see what he means? He says,
Yeah.
indebted to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's better. That's a I think that's a 29.
He means with the amount of times that you've tried to embarrass him publicly, you should, if you ever want him to be nice to you, you should probably open with, "I am so sorry." It's there's not a lot of subtext or secret plot to that. He's kind of like, why don't you preface your prayers with a plea for forgiveness? That's confusing to me.
Also, full
Maybe,
transparency, it was a 26, but
yeah, fair
I'm
enough.
assuming that.
It's kind of like, if you're contacting me about debts, it should kind of be asking how you can make up to me the fact that you've been a jackass. So
Don't put a dial tone in my head.
you guys can do
I'm
whatever
gonna
you like.
fill the
Mhm.
dead air. That's what I do.
Mhm.
So
What
I
would you guys
basically
like to do?
tell everybody about what I've seen and something about a password. It was like this moth insectoid thing. I don't know if it was going to attack me. All I knew is it asked me and I closed the door because I was like, I don't know, no friggin' password. I'm just scouting.
Just like we never talk anymore, Enigma says to you.
Oh. Do you know
I have
where
reading
the
to do.
gear? Okay.
And he sits down and reads his book. You can roll insight check, Cray.
Okay. Just being reunited with a best friend. 19.
He's disappointed that you didn't take his advice earlier because he gave you very good advice.
Oh. I wasn't listening to shit. Sorry.
Hmm.
Like Jen and Cray.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't exactly rewind the episode right now.
Well,
But others can, for me.
are you viewers at home now?
That's the poll we should have had. Oh no, that was during the break. Never mind.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'm just gonna rejoin the group.
Okay, you join them.
I already moved myself.
Have a theory as to what blue might mean?
Oh,
Blue
go ahead.
sleeps and strange happens.
You guys
I
can
have
all
a
talk. You all
theory
pull
too, but-
theories. I mean, you guys are in the room. You can throw theories if you have them. There's no
I'm not in
limits here.
character for this one
Why not? Okay.
because not in character
Okay.
for this one because I have an
Okay.
intelligence of 8. I'll message you.
I don't have
Well, I'll
any
just-
intelligence
I'll
regardless.
just tell
tell
me, yeah.
you. I'll tell
Mhm.
Reed my theory as Allison, and then you can tell me if you think if
That's
Femian
fine.
would agree with this. So he said there were pictures of Lutheria on the wall, and it was bedroom, and you know who really likes Lutheria and is blue and sleeps sometimes here would be our good pal Chandras. So maybe Chandras's room. Maybe he hid it there to frame him if we were to.
So the possible thing then would be maybe the undersea or the nether sea. Could be the password. Given that Chandris did go through and tried to send us a coded message.
Yeah. Like, Tammy, what were your thoughts? Was it similar? Was it?
No, I was thinking that maybe it was the dragon's name would have been the password, but
That's what I thought too.
your theories makes more sense.
Because I was
I
gonna
mean-
say it too, but I remembered that it was a silver dragon, not a blue one. So I was like,
No.
I can't say it.
I know, but because this would be Gaius that hid this. Right? I don't know. What do the people on the watching us think?
Yeah. What do
help.
the people watching think
I'm
it
gonna
might
even
be?
poll.
Yes.
Ouch.
What am I asking them?
So let's put the votes. So Argon is one option.
What's the question?
What's the
question?
password?
Yeah.
Argon. What's the other one you said? Nether sea.
Yep.
Okay. What's the other one? Anything
Uh,
else?
Strange.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna put up a vote for 3 minutes. For 2 minutes.
Okay. Don't fail us now, Internet.
Come on, guys. Help
We're
us out.
Outsourcing our brains.
They are outsourcing. If you at home, if you ever played watched a pup named Scooby Doo, this is your hour to shine. I guarantee that I have put out every single clue to solve this throughout the last
You may
3
have
sessions.
heard Ben give us these hints, but we're so focused on other shit that we don't hear that.
Like not
The
dying.
obvious
Yeah.
golden nugget being handed to us. What y'all think?
The votes are for Arkin. It's still going. What do you guys want to do in the meantime?
Look at my
well,
notes.
Can you say help us?
Do we have any way of going in and taking them down without necessarily causing a big to-do? Like,
You
do
mean the
have
acolytes,
ability to
or
sleep there, Ellie?
I do. Yeah, we just have to get them in the same place.
talking about the acolytes?
Yes.
I'll let you fast forward to sleeping them. I want to let you roll. I know how many hits they have, and you could just do it if you wanted to
Okay.
spend a spell slot.
Okay, so getting them all in one place wouldn't be challenging either.
Yeah, there's only like 2 there.
Okay. Tight.
There's
Then,
4 votes for Argon, 5 for Nether Sea.
Well, we're up to
Okay, so
6
we're
for
gonna
Nether
see them.
Sea.
6.
Full,
Do you guys?
full transparency, it's not a spell slot, it's an ability. I'm just going to check it off.
I thought sleep was a spell slot.
It is, but I'm a satyr, so I get 1 use
Oh.
of sleep.
This game has no balance. All right, so we're gonna move you guys to the back room. Were you leaving anybody behind? Were you leaving back like Enigma or Mikhail or anything?
Maybe we just leave Bullbug and the veteran Mikhail and Enigma
Leave them where?
just at the front to sort of guard the
Watch out.
entrance.
Okay. All right, I'll move them over here. All right, so you guys, who wants to open the door?
I will open the door. I made the suggestion, so I'll be the one to take the punishment if it comes down to that.
You open it, and this giant insectoid thing looks at you and says, "Password."
Nether Sea.
Welcome home, Chandris. You're home away from home for the time being.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Oh my god!
Fucking hell.
Resumes being in a statue.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my god.
God. Fucking. Where's my pen? My God.
And just
Alright.
for clarity, the whole way up going past all these books, Euphemian is just salivating.
roll an investigation check.
Jen loves
Investigation.
books, but Gray does not.
14.
14. These books are extremely rare, extremely valuable. This is not just a collection of every one of these books is to be cherished and could be sold for a great amount of money, and clearly took a lot of effort to get. And every single one of them is of historical informational value.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I'm
Kiki
going to
will kind of
elbow Kiki and
behind.
say, just go grab as many as you can.
I was going to say I'm going to grab as many as I can as I'm standing by with my bag of holding here. Clook, move a few steps. Clook.
If you guys want to spend a certain number of hours here, for every set number of hours, I will let you find the answer to one question that would conceivably have been written down at one point. This is the greatest wealth of knowledge in the campaign, right here. And you might not ever come here again.
I want to grab the books.
You can grab them, but
we need to go. I want
if
to
you
grab books.
if you grab books, there's no guarantee you're grabbing a book that'll have that information, so I won't be able to.
True.
But you can grab them. So grab some books. Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna roll a 1d10. I have reasons. A 10.
Sweet.
Yes.
There are 10. It says here specifically, there are 10 books in the collection that are worth 1,000 gold each. And I was rolling a complete luck check to see how many of them you were able to find.
Oh my god. Incredible.
Yeah, you have 10,000 gold worth of books.
Holy shit!
Euphemian, you are now safely in this room. By the way, I'll still let you use the books for reference, but I'm gonna come up with a system to see if there's even the information in there in the first place. If this is all you're taking. You see this room. You see this bronze bowl in the middle of the room with this water in it. You immediately recognize it's some sort of scrying bowl, and you see this gilded chest in the middle of the room, and a letter on a desk in there.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Can I investigate the chest to see if it's trapped?
It's unlocked. Do you want to open it?
I didn't ask if it was unlocked.
Roll an investigation check.
Okay. 19.
It is not trapped.
Okay.
You look around and you look at this insect thing. Those of you that know D&D, it is a mesoloth. Basically, you don't need other security in this room as long as the mesoloth is there. So there's not a lot else that's hidden here.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Then I will open up the chest.
You open up the chest, and you see a few things. You see a spell book that clearly belongs to Chandris. You see 3 rings with beautiful jewels in each of them, red, blue, and green. You see a large number of coins. You see flowers that seem that, even though they're like the bulb of the flower, the petals seem to smell as fresh as if they were just picked, even though they clearly weren't. And you see this necklace with this diamond, with this jewel in it, like this perfect square jewel. When I say square, it means like a cube, but every time you look at it, you can never quite make out what angle it's at. Like, it seems to almost be like hanging this way or this way or this way. Like, it looks different. Your eyes have trouble locking onto it, and it seems to be like reflecting a million colors around it at the same time. Not like flashing, but like gently running through the prism of colors as if reflecting off of multiple sources at once. Oh, and also you see in here one crescent-shaped metallic gear.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll an investigation check again.
Investigation. 17.
This was sitting on top of the other things that I mentioned, just to clarify. I was being dramatic and revealing it last.
Did
Is
it
there
look like it was
anything
It's that
placed
thing
there?
you pick up to move it out of the way to look at the others, and you don't realize what you have in your hand. It's what you were looking for. Happens to me all the time with scissors.
Oh, I guess
Um,
I couldn't know that because I wasn't looking at it, but I
Yeah.
was gonna ask if it looked like it was placed there, like
if
deliberately, you know.
Euphemian wants to check, I can answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna check. I feel like it probably is.
Yeah,
But
it wasn't sort of the same care as everything else. I'll tell you that right now.
okay. Then yeah, that's
Um,
good enough for me.
do you want to stay in this room or do you want to head out?
The scrying bowl, is it just like a standard scrying bowl, the kind of thing you'd be able to scry on something from?
So you want to examine it?
Yeah, I'll just give it a quick once over.
You look at this bronze bowl, and as you do, you see the silhouette of a face, some strange man's face that's rippling in the water too much to be recognized. But you don't, it's not anybody you know. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
And a voice looks and goes, Oh. Oh, hello, you're new. You're new. Did you come here on purpose?
I really have to be leaving. And I'm just gonna walk away.
See you at the Nether Sea. Do you want to examine anything else?
I'd like to take basically everything of Chandras's.
You can take all those items, and then you take the letter as well, and that's about it.
Okay.
I think Cray at this point doesn't know what's really happening, and would just be like, "That fucking bastard! I knew he was an
And let's go.
asshole."
So, what are you guys doing? What's the plan now?
Do we want to just go through the back?
Make another doorway.
Bulbug goes. Oh no, wait, Bulbug's not over there. I was gonna say he's on it, but he's not over there.
I was actually going to ask if, while they're doing this, I could peruse the shelves for something that has to do with, like, the history of the Dragonlords from this perspective.
Roll an investigation check.
Bingo.
It's going to be very high because, like I said, it takes hours to find the right information.
12!
No, unless you want to
Had
spend
to
time
look.
here.
No.
If you want to spend hours here, I will guarantee that you find it. All right.
Nope.
Okay. Show
Not
of
with our
hands.
lives.
Who's going to try and leave? Who's about that exiting life right now?
Mhm.
Euphemian
Alright,
desperately does not want to, but he is.
We're close to the end of the time, so do you guys want to pitch me your ideas, or do you want to just save this for later, or how do you want to do this?
I was seriously considering actually going through and blasting through the back and then casting Featherfall on everybody and just falling off the cliff.
Does
Yeah,
it
that sounds
apply
like a
to?
good idea.
Will it apply to your allies as well?
Featherfall, if I cast it at 3rd level, I think I can get more out of...
I don't think you have to worry about Cray as much.
No, it doesn't. You are a creature. I can do up to
I-
5 falling creatures.
I might have an answer, too, depending on if
I don't need to
Ben
do it
will
on
allow my
myself.
fuckery.
I've got the Ring
Oh.
of Featherfalling. So I can cast Featherfall on everybody else.
Also, well, never mind. It's not my place to tell you how to use
5,
your characters.
6. Yeah, it's you plus 6. And
I
Jen,
also-
you said something.
I also have slow fall. Only uses my reaction to reduce any damage by 30. I don't know if that will be enough, but I can just fall off the cliff.
If it's a 200-foot cliff, probably not.
It reduces.
Are we
It reduces.
landing right in water?
First, hold on, wait. Okay, so basically, I gotta run through a couple things. When you fall 200 feet, you roll 1d6 for every 10 feet. So 200 feet would basically be 20d6. And then
Oh,
Jen would reduce her damage by 30, is how that works. You would not be landing on water. There would be grass below, but not enough to cushion the fall.
Okay, so I'm not gonna have a goldfish moment. Okay. All right.
I have a question. I'm assuming that if I were to, let's say, Misty Step right toward the end of the fall, my inertia would come with me, correct?
Oh yeah.
Or would I just...
Oh yeah, no, it would.
Okay.
I will tell you if you guys are pitching plans with the others, Bulbug will tell you he's like, I could just jump, and
Absolutely.
he doesn't have a plan. He's a sturdy boy.
Dear.
Absolutely not.
I could cast Featherfall twice. It's not
Ah.
concentration.
I'm down.
Okay.
If you're,
Let's do it.
if y'all are down. with
Tammy's mom is also like, I'm done with this fucking level.
that.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I'm
So
out.
are you just gonna jump and cast Featherfall twice on everybody as
God.
you're falling?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Fatima, don't even joke about that.
Yeah.
Don't even joke
Can
about
we
that.
confirm if we actually see our boat waiting for us on the North Shore here?
Let me see the map. Let me
Probably.
double.
Not?
You would not be able to see it from here because basically there's a circle of a mountain range. You wouldn't be able to see it from anywhere because like I'll move you guys onto the map just to show you what I'm talking about. But like from the middle, there's not a clear view of anything. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
So they
I
might be
suppose
there.
I did direct everybody to go north and follow the north side of the thing too, so that might
Mhm.
not be the best idea. If we just go back south and just paddle our way around.
I can send a message to them.
Yeah.
It won't
Yes,
be
send me.
as fast as Kyra. No, I have my
feather bird?
birds, my paper
Okay.
birds.
But we've also got
I
to
don't
make
know.
our
I
way
can't
down
guarantee it'll
there
get
too.
there, but
Making our way.
So-
Do you want to? I guess what's the plan?
yeah, I'm in. Are you guys good going south?
Yeah, let's do it that way. We
So the
left
plan
our
is to burst through. Hold on, wait.
Oh.
The plan is to burst through the wall, run and jump off the cliff. Featherfall. Callista sends a bird for a message to coordinate, and then you guys go to the south and get to the boat.
Yep.
Can go wrong with that.
Show of
Nothing.
hands. Who's 100% locked in on this?
I mean, do we just
I
want
do
to
have a
walk out the
clarification.
front? Like,
Do you think we could?
I did send all the guards north.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who knows
We
what
can
that guy
hope.
said after you took the gaze off him?
Yeah. And the harpies are still on the thing to sound alarms and shit.
It's just what we need right now.
Yeah, all right. What the hell?
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
clarification.
What?
Clarification.
Okay.
I am also going to burn through some of my. It's a second level spell. I'm gonna burn through some of my. Hell is it? Is it not a second? It's a first level spell. Yeah, it's a first level. Sorry. I'm gonna burn through some of my lead-based ink to illusory script onto the paper bird, so that only. Is it one person? Any creatures I designate. So only any of our allies on the ship can actually read what it says. So even if it's intercepted, no one else will be able to read what it says.
Okay. Are we all
So-
good?
Pray
You
just in for
guys-
anything.
Can I go in and describe the follow to this?
Sure.
Please.
Love it.
Good.
As the breaking, smashing sound thundering at the side of the back of the library, as all of you run towards the edge of the cliff, jump off, and one of the guards that was over at the side watches you goes and goes, "Oh man, they did go off the north path. We are fucked." The guy just finds out. And you guys, no one having any means to follow you 200 feet down, stand and watch you as you guys run through. I will say that people do give chase, but there's just not a means for them to do it efficiently. Sometime later, with the ship nearby, and
It will cast Water Walk on us.
you have water walk for full.
It lasts for an hour. Anybody has to be within 30 feet of me, and I can do it up to 10 willing creatures.
God
We're gonna
damn.
meet the boat. We're gonna meet the boat.
You
Like,
guys
we're gonna
make it-
go out.
You guys go to the boat. When you get there, when you're walking across the water, you're gonna see Chandris in a small one of the escape boat, one of the rowboats, and he's gonna look at you and just watch you and go, "Oh, okay, just go by. Well, there wasn't enough space for your new friends anyway."
I'll get in the boat with him.
Oh yeah, me too.
Sorry, Kiki.
Fine.
I'm gonna go walk with Kiki.
Sorry, Tammy, I love your plan, but I can't say that they wouldn't have sent out a boat.
Fine.
I am a
You cannot-
tiny furry creature who cannot swim very well.
And
I'm
Sean
getting
just
in the boat.
Sean just watches the two of you and goes, "I imagine we'll have to talk later, won't we?"
I think it may be a good idea. We've recovered some of your goods, however.
And what do you want for them?
They're your goods.
I feel like you already gave it to us.
Yeah, he's just looking at you guys like he's expecting you to like blackmail him or negotiate over this. So he's like, all right, let's get this over with.
Euphemian is sincere. He's going to give
Yeah.
everything back.
Cray
And
fucking
he,
hates Chandras. There's no way in hell he's gonna get in a boat.
You're not even hearing this. You and I are walking
Exactly.
to the boat.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He got the
exactly.
right two people.
Chandra's is gonna hold his book. Chandra's gonna hold his book and look at Euphemian and say, "You're tired." And it's sort of like an angry question. I'll save you the insight check. He's basically just pointing out that like you just gave him a fuck ton of spells, while he clearly is the one of you that's well rested, and he's very confused by your decisions. And he's like, "Very well," and starts leading you guys back to the boat, to the ship. Kiki and Craven, you guys get to the boat, and what was it? Pythor goes, "There she is. That's my girl." And Kyra goes, "You did it!" As they like lead you up, and you guys are able to walk up. And as you're like climbing like the rope inside, but Pythor reaches down to pick up Kiki, to take Kiki's arm. Do you want to take it? Yeah, and he just lifts you up, like you're like flying for a moment. He lifts and sets you down, and he reaches down for Craven and goes, "Is it okay if I pull you up here?"
Yep. I clamber on like a monkey on his arm.
You climb on his arm. All right, that's
Koala style.
all right. Technically, that's
Ah!
and he makes you put you on there. As you guys all get on there. All of you
Now pick
get
Bulldog
on.
up.
All of you. Oh yeah, Bulbug's there. Bulbug comes up and is climbing up, and Pythor looks at him and goes, Bulbug goes, "I got it," and just climbs up. And Kyra looks at Cray and goes, "Is everything okay? Chandras told me that I couldn't ask him any questions. He said that he'd talk about it later. Are you okay?"
I'm tired. And I'm just gonna go. Everything's fun. I'm just tired. And I'm gonna go wherever the hell I sleep and sleep.
Lorius is going to come over and go, "He needs rest, poor dear. I'm sorry about that." And takes Cray and goes, "Do you need water? Do you need anything?" It sort of like leads you to one of this. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Because do you need anything? Do you need water, massage, song? You've been through a hard
No.
time.
I just and I just like spread eagle on the deck.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes.
With my rippling
Okay.
abs. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just
Somewhere
Yeah,
Kyra's
I think
just getting really warm. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyra's looking. What was I gonna say? So you guys get aboard the ship. We're gonna do closing actions. Is there anything? I'm gonna go one by one, and I'm just gonna randomly do it to make sure we get everybody. Callie, when you get aboard the ship.
When I get aboard the ship, first thing I do is go up to Kyra and I just say, "I'm so glad that my message got to you."
Yeah. Thank you for that. What did I miss?
So much, but I took so many notes. Don't worry. We can go over it later.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
I might need another scroll though. I don't have it,
Okay.
but I might. Oh, okay.
And she just, that is the best problem, and she kisses you on the forehead. What was I gonna say? Tammy, what do you want to do?
I will just basically find a moment. I know that we're kind of surrounded by people, but I'll just basically mention to Euphemian that I have Gaius's head and the books in the bag of holding for whenever you feel the need that we need to address that. And I'll hand him all the letters that I had grabbed from Gaius as well.
not only is he our leader, he's also our like bookkeeper and accountant.
I mean,
Wonderful.
let's face it, that's probably a good idea.
Excellent. Euphemian, is there anything that you want to do?
Yes, with Kiki back on the boat, so we'll sort of get ourselves settled. I'd like to just sort of clap Chandris on the shoulder,
Mhm.
and I appreciate what you did for us out there.
I show up there from time to time. I don't care for them, but as needs must. And
The gear was
I
so
don't.
blatantly placed on top of everything, as if it were planted
Placed where?
on top of all of your things. I think of
I'm going.
there are many words that I could use to describe you, Chandris, but you are not an idiot.
Thank you. I'm going to kill Gaius if I see him again.
I'll take the head that Kiki gave me, and
Oh.
I'm gonna pitch it over to him in his hands.
No. And takes them. Good.
I may have use for that later.
Take it, please.
Open the bag back. Trick or treat.
He dumps it in. He just does prestidigitation on his hands.
Dunk it like a basketball.
Thank you
2 points.
for the presentation. I do appreciate the theatricality of that. Kraven, is there anything else that you want to do?
There's actually one other thing that I'm going to do.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Once Kiki is sort of settled and we're back on the boat, I'd like to pull her aside. I'm going to show her my father's sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ask, do you think you could show me how to use this thing?
Oh, nice big smile. Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Cray.
So Cray looks like he's passed out on the deck, but he's actually listening to everybody. And his first thought was, I'm gonna fucking kill Chandris. But hearing Euphemian say how blatantly it was placed, he has some thinking to do. And he also has a thought that he needs to speak to Lorius very soon.
Soon as
And
in
that's
now
it.
or soon as in the future?
Soon as in the future. We'll talk about I'll give you a little
Mhm.
could be for whenever, but he just lays there and just is pretending to sleep, but is just hearing everything around him.
Chandris is going to walk by and say to the others around Cray, goes, your friend looks tired. And just walks off. And Pythor goes, so, Captain Kiana, are we setting sail?
Before I answer that, Tammy is just asking that the veteran and Mikhail and the mage followed us.
Yes, they are
Sure.
here. Mikhail and Enigma followed you here. I'm just
Okay.
not doing their scenes right now. They're being greeted and oriented more than anything.
Okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to make sure we didn't leave them behind.
I didn't want them to. Narratively, I didn't want them to get a lot of screen time in the wrap up of this. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that Euphemian is probably still nearby when Pythor asks this. So, where do you think we're off to now? Or
Could
do we
we...
put this thing together first?
could we maybe leave that for the next session? We can talk about it in
Yeah.
between.
Oh yeah, we can prepare the next session. I will give you guys some notes on that. As you guys get ready to plan your next adventure,
Rumble!
we're gonna fade out there. Elsewhere, hours later, it won't affect you guys. Hours later, in the ruins of the Temple of Sidon within the Great Library, there's a crashing of rubble and clawing as this young silver dragon moves its way to the statue and lowers its head, and you hear it say, My Dragonlord is dead, and I have failed you. Sidon, my Titan. And Sidon, the statue, turns its head down and leans over and says, "Your Dragonlord is dead, and you are free, my dragon." And that is where we'll end this session. Thank you all for doing this. Thank you for this weird reverse Ocean's 11 nonsense to get out of here. I love this. As I promised them in the chat, in the Discord, you guys are all now level 7. So take that. You have hit level 7. Yes, Argon no longer is beholden to anybody and can completely come up with their own ideas and destiny, is what I was saying there, just to make it clear.
Hunt us down.
Yeah, I can't wait to get attacked by a dragon on a boat.
Exactly.
In the middle of the
No.
ocean.
So yeah, thank you guys for the session. This is a weird one. I will say there's some rules to using the navigational device. I'll go over them, but basically for weird reasons you have to be on land, and then you have to come up with a destination before you get on the boat. It's a weird mechanical thing.
Fuck.
The thing is, I didn't explain the fine detail, so I'm not going to hold it against you. So like maybe we can say you figured it out before you left, or I can give you. Well, I'm not going to hold it against you this time. But the way it works, basically the way it works is you choose a place you want to go to, and you can get there. I believe it's still the semi-blind thing that I did before with the constellations, but like the full list of constellations is now unlocked to you. And I think that's it. You guys can go where you want to go. Did you guys have any questions, comments, anything?
Thank
No?
you for the
Yeah.
password, guys. Appreciate it so much.
Yes,
Yeah.
and for sticking with
Sometimes
us a
we
little late
can't
tonight.
decide.
Yeah,
Oh, that reminds me. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, just thank you for being an amazing, wonderful audience. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
We do appreciate you so much. Yes.
Yeah.
Especially today.
Yeah. Enigma came to you and basically said, "Blue doesn't snore, so remember where you came from and where you're going to." Basically, there's no. Someone's watching Chantress, so you need to remember Chantress's home is the password, is what he was trying to say. So that was my being clever and cute. I guess we'll see you all next week. Okay. Oh, Reed, I want to know about your class, but I guess you'll want to keep it a surprise for the stream. Unless do you want to tell them now, or do you want to surprise them later?
I think we'll surprise them.
Because I see what you're doing, motherfucker. All right. I will see you all Monday. Next Monday will be 7 to 10. Sorry we started late, but we should be 7 to 10 next time. This was an exception. We got more
And
adventures. We got whole new
also,
islands.
2 more weeks. We've got our Q&A, so please
it, 2
put
more
in your
weeks.
questions and all of the ways you can contact us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ask the silliest questions. Ask the most serious questions. Ask any questions. We'll take them.
I'm gonna put the Discord link. I'm gonna put the Discord link back in there, because I want you guys to be able to. Anybody can join. Anybody can join.
Tell your friends. They can all go and ask us questions too.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Good night, everybody. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.